Hello and welcome back to the Wallet. My name's Beast. Today we're back with Primal Hearts. This is a new headset that I mentioned. Turns out my head isn't too big for it. It's just that the day I tried it, my fucking hair was so all over the place that it actively made it seem like it's too small. So I'll just try this out. See how the audio quality is. You know, usual. And yeah, just gonna record this part with these ones. Saturday finally arrives. The promised day. Stepmother, watch over me from out in the sticks. Today, I'm gonna become a man. That should cover everything. Today is our first date since we became an actual couple. The previous ones were all practice. Pretend. Today is something else. With everything I've learned so far, I'm not that concerned about the date itself. It's what might come after it. What should I do? I rub one out now, just to take the edge off. Nah. Feels like that would be rude. My apartment has been completely cleaned, top to bottom. I've also cleaned up my computer, so she won't see anything untoward if she asks to check out my PC. I've brushed my teeth, washed myself thoroughly, including taking a bath, and the bed sheets have all been changed. Ow. Oh, wow, look at the time. Oh, look at the clock to see that quite a lot of time has passed already. Finally arrived at the meeting place. I calm my breathing and look left and right. That's good. She isn't here yet. It is our first non-pretend date, so I need to put on a good show. I put together the kind of date plan that Kuragano should go nuts for. Watch a romantic movie, then chat at a fashionable cafe, then to go to a restaurant that looks out in the city. Well, very romantic, but it is our first time. I don't want to upset her anyway, so it has to be perfect. Ah! Whoa! She approaches me from behind, and I almost jump out of my skin. These headphones have a lot more isolation, I guess you could say. I feel like they're also like the microphone also isn't picking up as well. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just going insane again. Maybe I'll pull this down like a few decibels, like 2.5. Then you could just turn the video up a bit. Look at Kuragano as she apologizes, taking it all in again. Her outfit is immaculate, and her hair is so smooth. Her lips have a faint color applied to them. I still can't believe that this beauty is my girlfriend.
Yeah,
let's up it to 1.5. Neither can I. So we return to my apartment. This is what Kuragano wanted. But what about my perfect date plan? Just to be sure, you really okay just coming back to my place?
I
mean, I can understand that. Please go ahead and make yourself at home. She sits down, prim, legs neatly together. Such a girl! A veritable maiden! Just seeing that makes my heart beat quicker. Her legs on display from her miniskirt looks super hot too. Here's some tea. I just poured some out from a bottle into a cup. Oh boy, the idol of all the male students, President Kuragano herself, is sitting here in my apartment, sipping tea! Thinking about it, this means both Kana and now Kuragano have been here. The top two girls at the school. Is there some kind of mysterious power that draws them here? Even better, unlike Kana, this girl is my girlfriend. I'm almost moved to tears, honestly. That's because they cleaned every inch of it this morning, from corner to corner, top to bottom, pillar to post. Actually look up guys' rooms on like Google Images. I understand why so many girls are in anime are like, wow, I really didn't expect it to be so neat and tidy in here. Like, what the fuck? Looks like fucking pigsties. Pigsties, not stees. I'm fucking retarded. Help me. Sorry, might be feeling kind of kooky because my fucking chest hurts and I am slightly sleep deprived. In fact, today, my mother came into his room bringing me these. These are like packets of, like, melatonin and stuff like that, which is supposed to help you sleep. Like, these are only, like, these test packets. But these test packets, I literally mean, like, they have this massive thing for one singular one. So, I'll be trying this today and hoping it produces results.
これじゃあ私がお掃除する暇もありませんね。
What? Clean like a demon, but it sounds like Kuragano was expecting to clean up for me? For me? Maybe I should have left something for her to do.
これじゃあ私のお部屋の方が男の人の一人暮らしって感じかもしれません。
Please, you must be joking.
だって私アレスですよ。ズボラでどんくさくて。
Can't believe it. You study so hard and complete all your presidential duties so perfectly.
学園では必死で取り繕ってますから。家というか自分のお部屋ではゴロゴロしっぱなしで。
Yeah, I guess Aries would have a pretty messy room. I understand you wanting to relax and let your hair down, though. That was a pretty tense atmosphere at my home, too.
そうなんですね。よかった。がっかりされたらどうしようかと思ってました。
You could never do that. I want to see you lazing about. I really do.
ダメです。恥ずかしすぎて死んじゃいます。
At first, I thought she was just being modest about things, but it seems she really is like Aries. So, in that light, Kuragano is really pushing herself at school. She's just so cute, though. Absolutely everything she does is cute by association. Man, I've got a bad. What do you want to do now? I've got some games, some manga, and just kind of stuff. Just the usual kind of stuff, really.
早速ですけど、どんな環境でモンバスをプレイしているのか見たいです。
Sure, take a look. I show her over to my desk, and her attention is immediately caught by my PC.
思ったより大きいんですね。グラフィックカードは GG フォースですか？
Good game for us. What actually is mine? I'm very bad when it comes to, like, graphic cards. Actually, I don't know if you can see it, but there's, like, my brother's old graphics card that he had to take out of his PC. And we still need to check which one is actually better, mine or that one, because if that one's better, I might try to build that in here. And mine is an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970. These things don't tell me anything. Can we just talk about, like, how the first person who decided, like, yes, I'm gonna, like, shave my beard with, like, a knife must have been, like, somewhat mad, since they decided, yes, I'm gonna just, like, take a sharp blade to my neck. This is gonna be slightly annoying for me for the next few days. And, like, as I told you all, I had an appointment at the barber today, which means I also had them touch up on my beard a bit. Which means all the fucking hairs are really prickly now. So when I, like, sit like this, they slightly stab into that. I'm actually kind of happy that this teacher is that far up. Alright. Nope. Radeon. GG had a lot of compatibility issues with Monbus version 2, so that's when I swapped over.
そうだったんですね。
You use GG, do you?
はい、780を使ってます。
Seriously? That's the latest model and really expensive.
おかげでサクサク動きます。私下手くそなんで、せめてそういうところで何とかしたいなと。
They really are enjoying this geeky conversation. What's happening? Someone tagged me. Oh, because of that. Yes. Really enjoying this geek conversation, the kind of thing we never discussed at school. It's really great. Girlfriend who understands my hobby. Seriously, this is the best! I proceed to turn my PC on and boot up
デ
Monbus.
スクトップ画面も綺麗に片付いてますね。
Unlike mine. Yeah, I guess. I keep things tidy. I'm pleasantly moved all. I'm pleased I moved all those questionable files out of the way. It was a great decision, no doubt about it. The main theme starts to boom through the speakers. But I'll start playing.
本当にベルトさんだ。こうやって操作画面で見るのって不思議な感じですね。少し動かしてみていいですか？
You bet. She happily makes him run around. Still, here's Kurago in my apartment playing an internet game with me. That's a pretty strange sight.
立脇さん、このクエストって
It's a promotion that started today. Want to give it a try?
交代でですか？
No, there's a mode for 2 players at once.
画面が横長で二分割になるんですね。
It's a bit of a pain, but workable. Try logging in as Aries.
わかりました。
Here's a controller for you. Pass her my spare controller.
これ、ベルトさんに勧めてもらったやつと同じですね。これなら手に馴染んでますし、家と同じ感覚でプレイできます。
Sit next to each other and start playing the game. Hello, Aries.
こんにちは、ベルトさん。
We greet each other using our real voices rather than the character voices to the microphones like normal. It's a bit embarrassing and we both laugh. Come on, let's clear this quest, Aries.
はい、ベルトさん。
We managed it.
こうやって二人で並びながらプレイするのって新鮮で楽しいですね。
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
隣で話しながらだと普段よりうまく立ち回れるような気がします。あなたがすぐに指示出してくれるから安心感が違うっていうか。
I couldn't tell if it was Aries or Kuragon I was talking to after a while.
どっちも同じ。私ですよ。
That's right, when we play together in the future, I'm sure I'll be thinking of your face.
ドジなところまで重ねられると困るかも。
It's fine too, when you dropped the controller back there and flew into a panic, that was super cute too.
それを言ったら優しくフォローしてくれた立脇さんはとても素敵でした。
It's kind of embarrassing to get such a compliment head on. Now she's looking at me with some kind of expectation in her eyes. But it might still be a bit too early in the day for that. Does time of matter not matter? What? What should I do? Hold on, let me just there we go. Need to open it at least once so it's immediately there. She's definitely fidgeting about something. She's fucking drooling. What's that on his shoulders? Also, why are they suddenly on the bed? Oh! Kuragano proceeds to drop her head into my lap. Sorry, Kuragano?
普通は逆だと思うんですけど、もう 我慢できなくて。私、こういうのにずっと憧れてたんです。こうやってあなたに甘えてみたくて。
She's always working so hard, I could understand her wanting someone to lighten that load. Mama, I'm happy about that too. If this can bring her some peace, then I'm all for it. Okay, go ahead. I'm right here for you.
本当ですか?
Yes, as long as you need.
こんなことをしてもいいですか?
She coos gently and rubs her cheek against my lap. It tickles a little, but that makes me happy.
幸せ。
She rubs me again, moving in closer. It's like having a friendly puppy on my lap. One with a fine coat, too. Gently struck her head, letting her smooth hair flow comfortably between my
こう
fingers.
やって頭を撫でてもらうのが夢だったんです。
Okay, I'll stroke you some more.
とっても気持ちいい。
With each stroke, she lets out a warm sigh. The permanent proper Kuragono is nice too, but this relaxed and slightly needy one is cute as well. Not to mention the thought that I'm the only one who gets to see this. Even greater affection swells within me. Her eyes slide towards closing, all of her strength slipping away as she just gives herself over to me completely. She responds slightly each time I stroke her. A soft feminine fragrance starts to fill the room. We're so close together, I'm completely aware of the weight of her body and its warmth.
今、頭に何か硬いものが当たりましたけど。
Oh no. Ah, well, you see. I can't very well tell her that my body has responded with a hard on. It's a quiet, relaxed moment, so it's a bit much if I'm getting all horny. Especially on my own. Ah, I'm sorry! Your body's just so soft, Kurano. She bounces back from me in surprise. Right in my lap, where her head was a moment ago, that was an obvious bump in my pants. I'm really sorry!
いえ、男性の生理現象についてはちゃんと勉強してますので大丈夫です。それに私、ちゃんと心の準備もしてここに来てますから。むしろ立脇さんがそうなってくれたのはどんとこいというか、私でそうなってくれて嬉しいというか。
Of course, I'll welcome it too!
はい、ありがとうございます。
No, thank you. What is wrong with us? I welcome it? What's that even supposed to mean? Yes, what is it?
できれば、準備をしたいんですけど。
Get ready, is this it?
はい、シャワーとか。
Of course, please go ahead. The bathroom's right over there.
では、お借りしますね。
She takes a bath towel out from her things and then heads towards the bathroom, her face blushing bright red. Oh man! No way! This means about the door to Kuragano. Just imagining it makes my face flush, right? There's sweat trickling down my back too. I'm not even sure why. I shouldn't even be able to hear the sound of the shower from here, and yet that splashy water seems to ring in my head, splashing out for it. Every minute, every second seems to stretch with time creeping forward so very slowly. Anyways, I should at least close the curtains, right? We haven't eaten anything yet either. It's still early in the day. It isn't even close to night yet. I'm really start having sex at this time of day. Should I turn out the lights? But she's still in the shower. She'd be puzzled if it was completely dark when she finished. After she's finished, she comes back out. Don't tell me she'll be naked! No, she'll at least wrap in a bathtub. At least, right? Right?
お待たせしました。
Oh no, she's actually like fully clothed. No trouble! Standing before me, I see Kuragano after finishing her shower. Her damp hair and slightly red skin all makes her look even more sexy. You got dressed again?
脱いだままの方が良かったですか？男の人って自分で脱がせるのが好きってネットで見たので。
Well, not you mention it. Yes, I would like to do that. Now that you mention it, I would like to do that.
よかった。いろいろ ろ調べた甲斐がありました。
Just thinking of her studying all this stuff in preparation for having sex with me makes my chest swell. Something swells in my crotch at the same time. In fact, I feel ready to shoot one off already.
ではふつつか者ですがよろしくお願いします。
Same goes for me. I'll go take a shower myself. Just hold on.
いえ、私は全然平気というか、むしろあなたの匂いを嗅ぎたいというか。
Huh? Ignoring my confusion, she comes in close, sniffing me as she does so.
それにもう気持ちが抑えられないんです。シャワーを浴びてる時からずっとドキドキしっぱなして。
She moves her face close to mine.
こんなにはしたなくてごめんなさい。でももう我慢できないんです。こんな女の子なんて軽蔑しますよね。
Emphasis on hot. Mess. Bad lines. No, not at all. I prefer my girl sexy. That suits me too.
よかった。
Dragono's tongue pushes my lips open and comes into my mouth. Taken aback by the warm, slimy, sweet smell of it, but quickly responding kind. She tries hard to make this work, so I start to entwine my tongue with hers. We don't need kissing noises. I'm keeping them on. I want to see your cute face and everything else.
ずるいですよ。そんな風に言われたら私全部。
As we exchange saliva, Kuragono's eyes take on a glazed aspect. Pick her up and head to the bedroom.
さすがにいざとなるとドキドキしますね。
Technically, this one would still be fine to show, but I'm still not gonna do it because there's a chance this could potentially get monetized if I don't. Since it's still rather provocative. Anyways, time to skip. Whoops, they done fucking. It's the next day apparently.
しかしも何もあるか。千載一遇のチャンスをミスドブに捨てるなど、わしは許さんぞ。
My father slams the water paper down angrily onto the
こ
table.
れさえあれば、あの忌々しい倉賀野の小娘を失脚させられる。そうすれば、晴れてお前が会長だ。
しかし、こんなやり方。僕はもっと堂々と会長の座を。
それができんから、こうしてわしが知恵を貸してやっとるんじゃないか。高明、まさかお前、副会長の地位で満足してしまっているのではないだろうな。
いえ、そのようなことは。
My father's suspicions cut to the core of the issue. Somewhere deep inside my heart, I really am satisfied with Gek as it currently stands, and with my role in it.
ならやるのだ。他に選択肢などない。
ですが父上、最近は倉賀野くんも力をつけてきてますし、このまま副会長として王座。
バカなことを抜かすな。あの小娘に王の器があるだと。冗談もほどほどにしておけ。
So he needs to be fucking ended.
あやつは、いや、倉賀野家の人間はな、己の権力を傘に来て好き放題する輩どもばかりなんだぞ。分家というだけで我ら五名家の人間がどれだけ不当に扱われてきたか。
はい、それは何度も聞かされ肝に銘じております。
ならこれ以上は何も言わん。どんな手を使おうとも小娘を引きずり下ろし。
わかりました。
Pleased with my answer, my father leaves the room. Of course, I want to see Geka president. Not so long ago, I would indeed have done whatever it took to obtain it for myself. I felt Kuragana wasn't up to the task, and that I was more suited to it. But now, Kuragana has retained that collected calm, while also bringing more flexibility to the table, and has grown into someone more than capable of filling the position.
こんな風に考えるのも 彼の影響か。
I've also changed quite a lot since he joined us. Trip 7, truly a trump card. Now, however, that card is in my hand. The issue is, if I play it...
こんな手を使ってまで会長になったところで何になるというのだ。
Look up the sky and see it as clouded as my heart.
はい。
Lunchtime, a quiet corner of the courtyard. Gargano is offering me a morsel again with her chopsticks. You can tell we're a couple with a single glance.
お味の方はどうでしょうか。
So delicious. The best.
よかった。こっちのおかずも自信作なのでいっぱい食べてくださいね。
Since we started dating, or since we first had sex at least, she's been getting so sweet with me. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. Still, should we really be doing this so openly?
どうしてですか？恋人同士、当たり前のことをしているだけですよ。
I mean, Kuragano's so popular, I'm pretty worried about the guys looking at me with jealous eyes. But I can't say that. Yeah, because you're so cute, that's why.
急に褒めたって、お弁当はこれしかありませんからね。
She's grinning from ear to ear. Her reactions to everything are so cute, seriously. I don't want to make things more difficult.
仮に悪くなっても全然構いませんよ。それよりも、こうやってラブラブできない方が辛いです。
Hey, come on, the president can't be talking like that.
悪い子でした。ですから、お仕置きしてください。
She's looking at me with sparkling eyes. I can't help but feel that it wouldn't really be a punishment for her. Even so, I pinch her lightly on the cheek. Now look at that, my girlfriend's just so cute.
そういえばこういうのって、きちんと周りに説明した方がいいんでしょうか。
What do you think? I'm not really sure how that stuff works.
私は付き合ってるって公言しても全然平気ですよ。むしろ今すぐみんなに言っちゃいたいくらいです。
She needs to establish dominance over the others. Someone asked me what Zero Summon Night Road was about. The best way to describe it is that it's basically goody two-shoes student falls for delinquent leader and continuously gets dragged into their hijinks. It is like you feel that it's made by the same people as Majikoi. Just that for this one they decided, you know what? We're gonna keep it as ridiculous as Majikoi, but we're gonna like pull some drama into it. Because I think there's like I think there's like the only visual novel I personally know where the main character actually falls for one of the girls before the route and kind of starts dating her, even if it's just pretend, before the route choice happens, which makes it so the route order for me, the optimal one, is always you going for that girl first, since that gives the other two routes that much more of an emotional impact. So play that game, really fucking good. No official translation though. Anyways.
そうすれば立脇さんに他の女性が寄ってくる心配が少しは減りますから。
I could say the same thing about guys to you. I've seen your love letters.
焼いてくれるんですか？
Seeing Kuragano get so excited about stuff like that is pretty fun too, and cute. She had the election brain before, but now she's totally got love brain. When people change, they can really go the whole hog, can't they? Let's share the good news then.
そうしましょうか。
I gently placed her hand on top of mine. That said, it isn't easy to know when exactly to bring something like that up.
ですね。何の前触れもなしにいきなりっていう。
Oh, would you look at that! Someone has shared pictures of them out on a date. All around school, anonymously. We don't know who it was, but now her leadership is being questioned. Well, he's my fucking boyfriend. I can do off school whatever I fucking want. Fuck you. There we go. You got your reason. How about we let some of those closest to us know first, like the Gekka members?
月下会で思い出したんですけど、ゴメオさんが放課後の会議に立脇さんを連れてきてほしいって絶対と言ってましたけど、何かあったんですかね。
Well, I guess we'll find out. I'll come along to Gekka after school. After lessons are finished.
あれ、立脇くんだ。どうしたの？
I'm not sure. Gomio asked me to come.
へえ、珍しいこともあるもんだね。
さて、これで全員集まったな。
緊急の議題とは何でしょうか。立脇さんまで呼び出して。
そんなに慌てなくてもすぐにわかる。
Hold on. The problem I have, the pants I'm currently wearing are actually too big for me, so I have to like tie a knot into the fucking like string here, so it doesn't fucking slip while walking around. But then it's too tight when I'm sitting down. I say too tight. It's more like it's mildly annoying. Anyways, Gumi has a stern look on his face, looking back and forth between Kuragano and I.
まず最初に確認させてもらおうか。会長。それに立脇くん、二人は付き合っているんだろう。
What?
はい、そうですけど、それが何か？付き合ってたの？いつの間に？
We only made it official recently. All sorts of stuff has been going on, it turns out.
ああ、そうだったんだ。残念。そんな、私との結婚の約束は私と遊びだったの？
I made no such promises, but I would like to fling you somewhere far away from me. Okay, I like that one. That one's a good one. Hold on, let me just... I feel the need to just... Kuragano winds her arm in mine and moves in close. He's getting pretty bold and I take another look at her face.
立脇さんはもう私の彼氏なんですから、先生だって誰にだって渡しません。そうな。来年には孫の顔を見せられるってお母さんに言ったのに。
Hold it, where did that come from? Just who do you think I am, Teach?
そこまでベタベタならもう祝福するしかないよね。おめでとう、クラガノさん。ワッキーはいい人だからちゃんと幸せにしてもらうんだよ。はい、ありがとうございます。やっぱり変わったね、クラガノさん。そうでしょうか。うん、雰囲気が柔らかくなったっていうか、ワッキーのおかげかな。そんな照れちゃいます。
ふん。
Gomio clears his throat, sounding a little irritated.
残念だが、 その関係は果たして許されるものなのだろうか。
どういう意味ですか？
この資料を見てくれ。
Bundle of papers is dumped down in front of us. They look like copies of something.
これは我らが月下界の海賊だ。
Regulations. That sounds kind of strict.
にはあるけど、ほとんどが心構えみたいなものね。月下会役員はこうあるべし、みた
Well,
い
it
な。
doesn't fucking matter.
あれこれって、なんか違くない？
いや、間違いはない。ただし、月下界創立間もない頃のものだがな。
Well, yeah, fucking grab the guidelines from this year. Like, if it doesn't say so anymore in the guidelines, it doesn't fucking exist anymore.
それって、ものすごく昔だよね。
僕の親が月下界の OB でな。この快速を突きつけてきた。
I see. Now that some of the language is a bit... I see now that some of the language is a bit dated. Also, the detailed clauses with strict stipulations right down to points of everyday life.
98条の線を引いた部分を見てくれ。
Okay, Gecko Council members shall set an example for all students through the prohibition of dating between the sexes.
そうだ。月下界では男女交際は明確にルール違反なのだ。
Just that doesn't fucking matter anymore. If the more up-to-date, modern, new regulations do not state that clause as well, it's not in effect anymore. Are you retarded, Gomyo? Please! I thought you were smart. At least kinda.
でも、月下会創立時って、大正時代とか、すっごい昔じゃなかったっけ？当時は学生同士の交際に対して、周囲の目が厳しかったからね。その名残なんじゃないかな。
No one's gonna complain about students dating in this day and age. Look at bitch, she has 31 boyfriends.
今の時代とは合わないし、こんなのとっくに無効なんじゃない？
たとえ大昔の規約でも、それが公式に撤廃されていない限りは有効なのだ。快速である以上、役員、それも会長が知らないというのは重大な問題だと言ってもいい。
You're just bringing this up now, meaning you didn't know about them either, so you don't want to talk.
君は黙っていてくれたまえ。これは月下界の問題だ。
You told me to be here!
ねえ、とにかく立脇君は部外者だ。それで通せ。
He's not an outsider. His girlfriend is involved, therefore he is involved. Since this is very much a clause that would mean she has to decide either break up with him or leave Gekka. What are you talking about?
父が動いたのだ。すまんが、僕ではどうにもできん。
Hold on, seriously, where are you going with this?
わかりました。快速の方はこれから検証しますが、責任はすべて私にあります。
Gonna pushes her way in between Gomyo and me. She's unable to hide the pain on her face.
それは僕も本意ではない。そもそも、こんな手を使ってまで。いや、それ以上は言うまい。
Oh, it's gotta. How funny would it be if he just stood there? Hey, Gomyo. Am I letting me have a little talk with your father? Don't worry, nothing bad. Mom might be able to convince him of something. I don't think you can. Oh, believe me, I can. The next day, Gomyo just shows up. What the fuck did you do to my father? He was fucking shaking in fear, begging me to get rid of all the evidence that any kind of rule prohibiting dating could ever exist. What the fuck have you done? Hey, hold it! You can't be.
立脇さんは部外者です。
She states it in no uncertain terms. You know, it is only doing it to stop you from getting caught up in this, but still.
だが、この事実は広く公表されてしまうだろう。すまんがね。そうなれば、間違いなく会長の責任問題へと派生する。副会長という立場上、僕は糾弾せざるを得ないだろ
う。Put it to the fucking vote.
わかりました。ですが、一つだけ聞いてもいいですか？
なんだ？
快速のことを教えたのって、五明さんのお父様なんですよね？
そうだ。
もしかしてまだ、本家と分家にこだわって。
そこまで君に話す必要はない。いや、
そっちなんだ。 どうりでこんな話を急に言い出したわけだ。
What's going on, Teach? Ask in a quiet voice.
倉賀野家と五明家は親戚関係なんだけど、いわゆる本家と分家ってやつなの。そのせいで昔から結構仲が悪くてさ。五明君のご両親は、倉賀野さんを追い抜いて彼に会長になってほしかったんだけど、結果見ての通りでしょ。倉賀野さんのお家も、分家の五明に負けるなんてって感じで、もうバチバチなわけよ。
I see. So if there's a big become the avatars for the fight between the houses of Kuragano and Gomyo. I guess I've been caught up in things too, which isn't great. These kinds of issues tend to be rooted pretty deep.
ひどいよ、こんなの。自分の実力で会長になれなかったからって、こういうやり方で彼女を責めるのは違うと思うんだけどな。
それはすまない。
Gomyo just falls quiet. Looks like this is coming from his parents, and he doesn't seem keen on using these methods himself. He even tried to keep me out of it, calling me an outsider like that. Which means this really is going to be a big problem.
まあまあ、みんな落ち着いて。今日のところをお開きにして、お家に帰って頭冷やそう。
The day ended without any resolution to this new issue.
プライマルハーツ。ほら、あの人でしょ？倉賀野さんと付き合ってるのって。
会長と釣り合うようには見えないけどな。
なんだよ、もっとイケメンなら諦めもつくのに。
正直、会長の見る目を疑っちゃうわね。
I get closer to school, I hear more whispers about me coming from all around. Of course, the issue is the relationship between Kuragano and I.
まったくうまくやりやがったよな、あいつ。
彼って転入してきた田舎者でしょ。そんなのと付き合ったら月下会会長の品位が下がるんじゃないかしら。
Rumors over when it spread so fast. She's popular at school too, so it can't be helped. I don't care about myself, but I don't want people saying strange things about her. Morning. I arrived at the classroom.
おい、立脇は倉賀野会長と付き合ってるって本当なのかよ。
まさかあの会長が立脇くんとなんて、すっごく意外。
ちっくしょう、トンビに油揚げさらわれた気分だ。
別にあんたのもんじゃないし。でも信じられないな。やっぱりデマなんじゃないの？
Everyone is continuously a massive bitch about him dating somebody. Like, people not accepting the relationship, like being like, oh, that can't be right. It gets old at some point. Like, if you pull it every single fucking time. Like, Jesus Christ. I guess you can guess what they were talking about even without hearing it.
噂になっちゃってるね。
Everyone loves to gossip. What can I say?
でもさ、いくらなんでも昨日の今日でここまで広まるのってちょっと早すぎない？
Did you tell anyone Kumagata?
誰にも？
Which means based on the situation, it's Gomyo, or at least Gomyo's family. He said his father was responsible, which means this really is going to be a problem.
よう立脇、おめえ倉賀野と付き合ってるんだって？
Bitch comes into the classroom and makes a beeline for me, right for me. It's not going to be long before the whole school knows what's going on here.
その顔マジなんだな。うひゃー、まさかあのお堅い倉賀野がな。お前一体どんな手を使って落としたんだ？
I mean, I didn't have to use any moves as such.
やっぱり噂は本当だったのね。ねえねえ、どんな風に告白したの？いつから恋人になったの？デートは？キスは？
Bitch coming in opens the floodgates, and now more classmates, mainly the girls, start gathering around me.
ねえねえ、本当のとこどうなの？ねえねえ。まさか私たちが思っている以上に進展しているとか。
いやー、みんなこの手の話ほんと好きだよね。
Quick, Kazuma, escape to the window.
しゃあねえよ。カンナさんとツートップの人気者なんだからさ。
Can you two stop analyzing the situation and give me some backup?
さすがにこれを止めるのは無理だよ。
これくらい有名税だと思って我慢しな。
What?
おい、マジでどうなんだよ、縦脇。
Not the boys too now! I was faced with a barrage of questions right up until lessons started. It's finally lunchtime. Is Vote DJ gonna come in? After all the questions they asked during the morning, things seem to have calmed down now. I'll just find me as an audience. Where is he? See a crowd of people on the other side of the cafeteria. Is that another lecture presentation? Wasn't announced this morning though.
このように月下会のルールには役員の恋愛禁止条項が盛り込まれていたのです。
As we get closer, it turns out that Gomi was giving some kind of lecture.
しかしながら現会長は皆さんご存知の通りそれを破るという禁を犯しました。よって私は役員として皆さんに真を問いたいと考えております。
In the middle of a crowd, he's explained the situation and doesn't look all that happy about it. I actually feel sorry for him for a moment. He has his own part to play, like it or not.
これって月下界の内乱じゃねえの？俺たちに関係ある話か？
今時恋愛禁止なんて時代錯誤すぎるよね。だよね。いくら会長って言ってもこれってプライベートの問題でしょ。
Surrounding students are all sharing their opinions on the issue. Luckily, it sounds like they're pretty sympathetic towards Kuragano. If they spot me here, it's only going to complicate things, so beat a hasty retreat. I'll have the ace set, thank you, mademoiselle.
あら、やだよ、お嬢さんだなんて。はい、定食。大盛りにしといたからね。
Take my meal and look for an open spot to sit. It's all pretty full up.
おい、縦脇。
What's up, Tana? Tana rushes in close so fast I almost think he's coming to punch me.
てめえ、騙しやがったな。
I'm no dog, what are you talking
と
about?
ぼけるな。お前、倉賀野さんと付き合ってるそうじゃねえか。
Right, darn, I forgot to explain things at
お
his
前、俺のことを騙してたのか。全部知った上で、裏で俺のことを嘲笑ってやがったんだな。
No, that's not it.
じゃあ、この前相談した時、なんで言ってくれなかったんだよ。
We really weren't dating then.
そんな言い訳信じられるかよ。親身になって話を聞いてくれた時、俺、すげえ嬉しかったんだぜ。でも俺がバカだった。すっかり騙されて、お前なんかを信
This
じ
is
ちま
gonna
ったんだから
sour
な。
things. This is gonna sour things, isn't it? Please listen to me.
もういい。俺は絶対に、お前を許さないからな。
Tanaka glares at me and then pushes his way through the others and leaves. Whatever I tried to say would have the opposite effect, but still. That was a bitter pill to swallow. After classes are finished, Kuragano has called me to her classroom, so I've headed over. This might be my first time in here, actually.
ごめんなさい。いきなり呼び出したりして。
That's fine. I would have come to Gekka if you asked.
いえ、大きな仕事はお昼で片付いたので、月下会にいても特にすることはありませんし。それに、月下だと他に人もいますから、こういうお話がしづらいので。
See, as like Gomyo says, your only choice is to take responsibility and quit.
可能性としては十分ありえますね。裏でゴミョさんのお家が動いてますから、何が何でも私を引きずり下ろそうとしてくると思います。もともと私が会長に就任したのは両親の強い希望があったからなんです。
Well, her stepping down in order to like continue the relationship is also gonna not work because then the parents are gonna be like, "Hey, why the fuck did you do that?" Oh, because you're dating a guy. So dating a guy actively lowered your fucking your standing at school and made you fall behind the Gomyo family. Well, that's not fucking happening.
倉賀野家の娘たるもの。伝統ある灰の島学園月下会の会長くらいは経験しないと箔がつかないって。きっかけはそうかもしれませんが、私は学園の皆さんの指示に応えたくて頑張ってきたのに。
That's obvious just from looking at Kuragano now. Everyone knows how hard she has worked.
でもだからといって立脇さんと別れなくちゃいけないなんてそれだけは絶対に嫌です。こんな風にいつもこうやって近くにいたいです。
She moves over closer to me. Just that making my heart swell with warm feelings.
月下会とか倉賀野家とか全部関係なしに普通のクラスメイトとして出会えていたらこんな風に悩まずに済んだのに。
Yeah, we'd been in the same class even.
こうやって隣の席になったかもしれないですね。
I sit down on a chair and she sits next to me. She then moves her desk over to me.
教科書を忘れたらこうやって机をくっつけて見せてもらうんです。
I take a textbook out of my bag and show it to her.
もう少し近くじゃないと読みにくいかも。
She moves over even closer. Gentle fragrance makes my heart soar.
これなら授業中だって堂々とそばにいられます。あとはこっそり手をつないだり。
Responding to his request, I take Kuragano's right hand with my left. Our fingers entwined together, gripping each other tightly. It would have been pretty fun to be able to sit next to you like this, Kuragano.
でもおしゃべりはダメですよ。先生に気づかれちゃいますから。
Oh, she is just full on playing out the fantasy. In that case, we could write notes to each other. That would be fun, like our own little chat.
二人の秘密のお話ですね。
Kuragano gives a giggle, taking out a notebook and writing something down.
はい。
She passes me a note which says, "Can I take your arm?" in beautiful handwriting. I write, of course, and pass it back.
嬉しい。
We release our hands and lightly join arms. We'd definitely get in trouble for doing this during a lesson.
それ以前にこんなにくっついていたら胸がドキドキして授業どころじゃなくなりそうですね。
Me too. We look at each other and smile. Then my leg hits the desk and sends an eraser rolling onto the floor. Oh dear. We both reach out at the same time and our hands touch. Look up directly into her beautiful face.
立脇さん。
Kuragano close her eyes and raise her chin slightly. Her lips gently touch. That's certainly not allowed. Teacher would be furious.
大丈夫です。ドアの鍵は入るときにかけておきましたから。
Sneaky, huh?
そういう意味じゃなかったんですか？
My charming girlfriend has turned red right up to her ears. It's so funny to see his reaction after she's been so aggressive with locking the door. It's not what I was expecting, but it's definitely what I want. I place a hand gently over her shoulder and move my face close to hers. Her lips touch again. I stroke her lips with my tongue. Oh no, don't do it at school. She gently opens her lips and accepts my advances, bringing her own tongue into action too. She calls my name sweetly and leans into me. This time of day, the other students have all either gone home or taken part in their clubs. The door is locked too.
あなたの顔、すごく真っ赤になってます。
It's just a sunset. Believe me not?
私もあなたと同じ顔をしているからわかりますよ。
You're right, your face is bright red too. As though drawn together, I touch her soft lips again.
普段お勉強している場所なのに、もう泊まり。
Me too. I keep forgetting that this is a classroom. Kuragano is returning my kisses just as passionately. The taste and smell of her saliva gradually fills my mouth. Stop. It's so sweet, like the ultimate honey. Please speak. Or don't, actually. I don't need to. Her soft lips open and her tongue comes out from inside. Happiness fills me as her tongue probes further. Saliva mixes again, becoming even sweeter than before. Stop, please. After exchanging saliva again and again, our long kiss finally comes to an end.
お口の中。
Oops. She has a melty look on her face, and her breath is hot. Look at her enraptured expression. A feeling of happiness runs up my
で
spine.
も、もっともっとあなたでいっぱいになりたいです。あなたで心のすべてを満たしたいんです。
You too? I want to feel more of you too. Kuragano places her fingers on my lips, cutting me off.
今日は私から言わせてください。あなたとエッチなことしたいです。私もあなたをたくさん気持ちよくしてあげたいから。ダメですか？
Faced with Kuragano's sparkling eyes, all I can do is nod. Her soft, gentle hands pull down my fly. She's a little awkward. It's because she's nervous, or just because she isn't experienced. Still, her hesitation actually just excites me more. Come on, it's basically started already, but they decided not to show the fucking CG yet. Come on, just show me the fucking CG. There we go, I can officially move on. See you afterwards. Boob job, by the way. They seemingly done fucking. I'm gonna keep this up just to be safe for now. Okay, we're apparently safe. The sun is so yellow! Once we were finished, I held hands with Kuragano for a while until we both calmed back down. I guess that line delivery was bad. The sun was setting by the time we reached that point. After that, we carefully cleaned up the classroom, so now it's really late.
大丈夫でしょうか？
We wiped up everything we could find, so we should be fine. I think. It did take a long time, which also means we're now the only students making our way home. That's why, since leaving the classroom, we've both been holding hands the entire time. Huh? Something amusing you?
いえ、違います。幸せだなって思ったんです。
Okay, I was thinking the same thing. Kuragano makes a delighted little noise and hugs my arm tightly. Soft breasts press into my arm, which is enough to set me off again. We've done so much dirty stuff, right? So much dirtier stuff than this. Why am I feeling so excited? Chuckling at how crazy it is, I glance over and look at her. We both just naturally stop walking. Press our lips together. I should be worried about people seeing us, but our desire to be together, our attraction to each other, steamrolls any hesitation.
ごめんなさい。でも我慢できなくて。
Feel the same. It's not like we have many chances like this. Make the kiss quick, but the heat rising in me doesn't fade. And then we look at each other, both wanting more. What's up? I'm about to kiss her again. As I'm about to kiss her again, Kuragano suddenly makes a squeak of alarm.
そのスカートの中で
Your skirt?
あなたのがまだ残っていたみたいで垂れてきてしまって。
Kuragano presses down the hem of her skirt and rubs her thighs together. With her legs tightly closed, she clings to my arm. Seriously?
ダメなのに。
I wiped you clean, didn't I, right?
はい。でも私があなたのを入れておきたかったから奥まではしっかり拭かな。
Oh man, my head is spinning. Just how over heels does she want me for her?
あ、ダメ。また垂れてきちゃう。
Has a splashing noise. Passes through the shorts and stockings and hits the ground. Neither of us can move. We stand rooted to the spot. She looks down embarrassed, her face filled with red and her body shaking. Yep. Drip, drippity, drip, drip. Can't wipe the ground here, and can't send her home like this either. Return to school. There will be security on duty now. Let's go to my house and clean you up there, okay?
はい。
Right, let's run. Not easy for you, though. Pick Kuragano up in my arms and start running. He starts full on like fucking city escape grinding down the fucking rails. After reaching my place, I put Kuragano down on the bed right away. Oh. First things first, here's the towel for you. And you should take a bath, I'll run some water. So just wait a moment.
いろいろとすみません。
No, I should be apologizing to you. I got carried away and forgot about consequences.
私の方こそまさかこんなことになるなんて思わなくて。お家に帰ってもあなたを感じていたかったから。だからつい行きますよね。
I mean, you do be a little freak, but still. Of course not. I kissed her on the lips, deeply and a little aggressively. That just tells me how much you want me. Thinking of you walking along outside after just, you know, inside of you is so hot, too. It's the kind of thrill of shaming roleplay, you know?
もう茶化さないでください。でも
This time, Kuragano kisses me. His soft lips touch mine, and then our tongues entwine together. It is the most passionate kiss we have shared yet. Dirty noises fill the room as we slurp at each other's saliva. Nah, stop, please. Our mouths are filled with a mixture of each other's. Each time she rubs against a place I've never been touched before, new sensations fill me. Kuragano to also feel this happiness. To get out, assimilate her tongue inside her mouth. After taking our time kissing, Kuragano gives me a melting look.
嬉しいです。でもそんな嬉しいことを言われたら。
Kuragano stands up and I feel the need to censor that. I feel the need to censor that one. Like the one before, no need. This one, I feel the need to censor that one. Kuragano stands up and gently lifts her skirt. My eyes are captivated. Kuragano's fantasy. I can see through it. I also went. What the yep.
はしたないって分かってます。でも心も体もまたあなたを求めてるんです。もう一度あなたを感じたいってまた思う子がこんなに熱くなっちゃってるんです。
Unable to resist hearing those alluring words, I push Kuragano down on the bed.
もう我慢できません。
See you after 16. Okay, I think they're back for a little. She wriggles around and takes out her phone and places a call.
はい、私です。遅くなって申し訳ありません。
Motherfucker, you just barely
ま
see
だ
the
学園で、
nicknames.
ええ、月下会の仕事が溜まってしまいまして。本日はこちらに残って作業をすることになりそうです。ええ、明日には帰れますので。
You're gonna stay here and finish this off tonight. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow, Sera says. Hold on.
大丈夫です。もちろん、
I'll be
必ず
fine. I'll
仮
get
眠は
some
取りま
sleep.
すの
Don't
で。
worry. Yes, yes, good night, Sera says. After ending the call, Kuragano sticks her tongue out cutely at me.
私、
That's the first time I've never.
初めて
That's the first time
お家に嘘を
I've never
つい
lied
て
to
し
my
まいました。
family like that. What? No way.
だって、
Because I want to spend
今
tonight
夜
here
は
with
ど
you.
う
Is
しても
that wrong? She says. No, of course not.
それじゃ
I want to feel you all night
今夜は
tonight,
ずっとあ
Sera
な
says. And so we're back into the sex scene.
プライマルハーツ。
They done. Sera's view.
言った通りです。会長の辞任なんて認めませんからね。
そんな、お母様。
聞きましたよ。あの5名の息子に糾弾されたそうね。しかも理由が男で、昔の規則を持ち出されて上げ足を取られたなんて。まったく、分家の分際でセラさんに取って代わろうだなんて、身の程知らずもいいところだわ。
五名さんのお家にそんな言い方しなくても。
そんな甘い考えだから隙が生まれるんです。どこの馬の骨とも知らない男に引っかかったのが最たるもの。
立脇さんは馬の骨なんかじゃありません。
なるほど。立脇っていうのね。ま、覚えるほどの価値もないと思いますが。
どういう意味ですか？
簡単な話です。ここまで大ごとになった以上、一刻も早く別れなさい。
Ah, there we
今
go.
後一切会うことも許しません。
Here comes the moment where I want to kill the parent.
そんな、お母様。
あなたはいずれこの倉賀野家を背負っていく身。スキャンダルで会長を辞めたとあっては経歴に傷がつきます。それが分家の息子にしてやられたとあってはなおさらです。倉賀野家末代までの恥になりかねません。いいですね。これ以上騒ぎを大きくしないためにもすぐに別れなさい。
待ってください、お母様。
I see. I'm on the phone with Kuragano. In a dull monotone, she is telling me everything her parents
ご
said.
めんなさい。会長を辞めて済む話ではなくなってしまいました。おそらく辞めたら辞めたで、両親は私のことを絶対に許さないでしょうし、最悪の場合、立脇さんに危害が及ぶ恐れが。
I mean, I can kind of see where you're coming from. I'm nothing but a bug to them.
ごめんなさい、本当に。うちのごたごたに立脇さんを巻き込んでしまって。
No need to apologize. We have to resolve this problem together, right?
でも、
A couple has to work together to overcome this kind of issue. That's how relationships work.
立脇さん。
Want to be with you forever, Kuragano? I'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. Even murder. Especially murder. You don't have to keep things to yourself. Tell me everything. Even if I can't really help out, I'll do my best. Hey, okay. Did I say something wrong?
違うんです。あまりに嬉しくって。私、あなたを好きになって、本当に良かったって。
You can hear her voice trembling down the phone line. Might not be easy for a while here, but let's both do everything we can to be together.
はい。
In terms of conduct at school, I think until things calm down a bit, we'd better not get too lovey-dovey for the time being. A lot of people seem to be on your side. Let's not rile anyone else up. Just quietly wait it out and see what happens.
そうですね。
I can tell she's upset by the idea, though. Hey, I'm the same. So, and when other people are around, we need to go back to how we were before we started dating. But when we're alone, we can do whatever we like.
それなら納得です。
She suddenly brightens up. Ah, you're so fickle,
当
Gano.
然ですよ。アリスですもん。
Her voice is bouncy and light. You can almost see her smile down the phone line. In that case...
セラさん、誰と喋っているの？
お母
I hear a voice I don't recognize from the other end of the
様。
line.
いくらお母様とはいえ、お部屋にノックもなしに入ってこないでください。
お黙りなさい。さっきあれほど口を酸っぱくして言ったのに、まだ男とおしゃべりしてるだなんて。この件はお父様にも報告させてもらいますからね。
返してください。
これは頭が冷えるまで没収します。こんなものがあるから男にうつつを抜かすんです。
Kuragano crying, and then the phone goes dead. I try calling her again and again after that, but her phone has clearly been turned off.
プライマルハーツ。
おい、聞いたかよ会長の話。
倉賀野さんが男と付き合ってたなんてショックだよな。
どうする？5名の話に乗っておいた方がいいのかな。
会長が立脇と別れてくれんなら5名につくぜ俺は。
だよな。倉賀野さんには悪いけど。
Why are the people at this school such scumbags? Some feel like the situation is turning against us. The suggestion of just observing for a while wasn't a mistake. What to do about this? In the end, I didn't get to see Kuragano once today. Though our call was cut short yesterday, I'm more than worried about what happened after that.
ワッキー、倉賀野さん大丈夫なの？
What do you mean?
今朝すっごく落ち込んでてさ、話聞いたらスマホ取り上げられちゃったって言うじゃない。それだけじゃなくてインターネットとかも全部禁止にされちゃったみたい。
Seriously? Explain everything that happened to Komagata.
そんなことになっちゃってるなんてびっくりだよ。
I didn't expect them to move so fast and aggressively. I estimate the situation.
大丈夫だよね。こんなことで倉賀野さんと別れちゃったりとかないよね。
I didn't think they would come at us quite so hard, but it will take a lot more than this to break us up.
よかった。私の分も幸せになってもらいたいもん。
What? You are?
なんでもないよ。そうその倉賀野さんから手紙預かってきたんだ。
You have? Way to bury the lead! Having lost access to her phone, she switched to sending letters. That's my girlfriend, not only resourceful, but the owner of pen and paper both. Komagata gives me a pink envelope. It has "From Sera" written on it in a beautiful hand. What's this? Exclaimed something pretty loudly, but I managed to keep it in. Trying to stay calm, I opened the letter. Please excuse my forwardness, but might we slip out during the next class? I would like to meet you in the courtyard where we shared lunch. After that, I guess me to send a reply right now.
伝言頼まれてあげようか。
Yes, please. You're a goddess, Komagata.
やだ、そういうのよしてよ。私たち友達でしょ。そんなことされなくったってちゃんと伝えるから安心して。
An angel! An angel's here before me! Of course, the most angelic of them is my sweet angel Kuragano. Am I losing the plot here? Thanks so much. I get to see her. This means she's gonna be cutting out of class too. She's gonna be able to get away with that. I pretend to be sick to get out of class and head to the courtyard. Taking the stairs felt like it would take too long, so I took a shortcut by jumping out of a second-story window. Oh! Oh! A man after my heart! Just like Toru! The hope of getting to see her is driving me and giving me strength.
立脇さん、立脇さん。
I move towards the tree that seems to be calling my name.
ごめんなさい。こんなところに呼び出してしまって。
It's fine, no worries at all. Why are you in your gym clothes?
今日の体育はマラソンだったんです。外のコースを走るので途中で抜け出してきちゃいました。
Hey, are you sure you should be doing that?
気分が悪くなったっていうことにすればごまかしきれると思います。体育が終わるまであと30分以上ありますし、誰にも気兼ねせず会えるチャンスだって思ったんです。それにこういうの密会って感じでちょっとドキドキしちゃいませんか？
It does feel like we're planning some kind of covert operation. These are pretty extreme measures though, just to meet up.
誰かに見つかると実家に伝わってしまう危険がありますから。
Hidden here among the trees, we're unlikely to be seen.
やっと会えました。嬉しい。
Me too. That's the real Kuragano. Something that a phone call or mail can't possibly impart. Not to mention, she's in her gym clothes, which is stimulating in all sorts of ways.
ここなら見つかりませんよね。
These trees do provide some cover, but we'd better get into a room if we can.
じゃあ体育倉庫とかどうでしょう。
It's gonna be a sexy. Kuragano places her hand gently on my chest. And it's because of her sweat from exercise, but her feminine scent breathes me more powerfully than normal. No one's gonna be using the storeroom during marathon practice, meaning we can be alone until the lesson ends.
はい。鍵もかけられますし、そこなら安全ですから。 ですから、その。
She looks up at me. Her eyes are moist and her lips alluring. It tells me everything I need to know. Yeah, okay. Gotta get harder and harder to meet up, so we'll do as much sex stuff as we can when we can. May not be the most tasteful setting for it, but shall we? Her reply is a long hug.
あなたのこれ、もうこんなに硬くなってます。
See you after the sex scene. They appear to be done. It's gonna be harder and harder to stay together. It would be harder to cast this beautiful creature aside. Well, it's literally just like this last two lines. The H scene, and I decided I should probably read those out. As soon as I get home, I get online. She's not here. No matter how long I wait, Ares doesn't show up. And I wait quite a long while, long time, but the result is the same. Just gotta give up. Check my mail too, but nothing there. Just Kuragano warned me all of Kuragano's means of making contact have been taken away from her. Damn it! It's more painful than I expected to not be able to talk or meet with her whenever I want. Is that what it's always gonna be like now? Just never getting to see her again. I can't think about this so negatively. There has to be a way. Might not be the smartest tool in the box, but if I focus all my energy on this, I can find something, surely. Think, and think some more all the way up to when I fall asleep. I want those chibis. I also want a large warhammer to smash the head of Sera's mom with. A few more days have passed. I'm still completely unable to make contact with Kuragano.
Tatewaki.
Not this one.
Tatewaki.
This one either. That's so hard.
Oi, Tatewaki. Mushi suru na.
Look over to from the PC screen to see a small silhouette nearby.
うちの生徒会室にいきなりやってきて、快速を調べさせてほしいって言ったまではいいが、少しは休憩したらどうだ?
I will later.
事情はいろんな方面から聞いてはいるが、あまり自分だけで背負おうとするな。
Thanks. Sorry though, I don't have time to stroke your head right now.
別にそれは構わん。それで、クラガノには会えてるのか?
I can't even get close to her. I've been marked as a person of interest, I'm afraid.
ここ最近、ボディーガードの数も増えたようだからな。相当ナーバスになってるのだろう。
You can probably just take out the fucking bodyguards, but that probably is bad. Indeed, her bodyguards even started coming into school with her.
本来はそういったことは選挙で決めるはずなのに、そこのプロセスを無視しようって。そこが許せん。学園に多額の寄付をしているとはいえ、こんな強引な手法を使いよって、クラガノめ。
Just to be clear, it's her family, not her, who are responsible.
こんな時、理事長がいてくれたら。いや、泣き言は言うまい。じゃあ、私は用があるから行くぞ。隣の部屋でカナが作業しているから、帰る時は一声かけてってくれ。
Thanks for all this. After that, I leave the room and I look back at the PC. Nintendo have digitized almost all of their records, making the actual act of searching much easier than Gekka. However, unlike Gekka, they don't have any materials that date back all that far, so I need to search for a way out from a different angle. Can't go to Gekka after all. The place is locked up with
お
bodyguards.
疲れ様。紅茶でもいかが?
I turn around to see Kana standing there with a teacup and some confectionery on it. Sorry for all the trouble. I'm ready to take up your lunchtime.
いい
I'm
のよ。
already taking up
だって
lunchtime.
立脇くんには早く今までみたいに戻ってほしいもの。
Have I changed that much?
春日ちゃんがね、私に素直に礼を言うあいつはなんだか気味が悪い。背中がムズムズするっていうのよ。
I guess that might have been a bit odd. I'm a mess, aren't I? So fixated on one thing, making everyone else worry. I'm the wild boar here.
春日ちゃんとそっくりって意味、わかった?
Yes, I felt that painfully.
それで調子の方はどう？
Not all that well. I don't have any older materials. I'm just looking through newer ones.
確か月下界の快速だったわよね。
Yeah, a really old one.
だったらこれなんか役に立たないかしら。
She takes the mouse and performs a few clicks, bringing up some new materials on the screen.
天道界発足時に作られた快速なんだけど、月下のものがベースになってるから共通点が多いと思うの。何度も開口して今は別物になっちゃってるけどほら、ここなんてそっくりじゃない？
Alright. The page shows details of relationships between council members. The language is a bit different in places, perhaps to prevent it being a direct rip-off, but the overall context is very close to what Gomyo showed us. Huh? That might be it.
あら、何か見つかったのかしら？
Yes, I think so. There's something that stands out, something that might work as a possible resolution, but it's definitely a last resort. I found what I wanted to some degree, so I thank her and leave Tendo behind. There's still a little of lunchtime left, so I'll go and try to see Kuragano, presuming it'll be pointless. I know exactly where Kuragano should be. There are multiple black-dressed bodyguards in front of the classroom after all.
なあ、あの場違いなおっさんたち誰だよ。すっげえ邪魔なんだけど。
倉賀野さんのボディーガードって話だぜ。
何それ？ひょっとして命でも狙われてんの？あ、いや、そうじゃなくて例の恋人のさ。そんなのどう考えてもやりすぎじゃない？
そう思うけど、まったく金持ちの考えることはわけわかんねえよ。
Students are all muttering about them, but the men in question make no response. They certainly are
ラ
professional.
ッキー、ちょっと
Morgata whispers to me.
ちょっとうちの教室まで来て。倉賀野さんのことで話があるんだ。はあ、すごいマークだったね。離れるまでこっちの方じっと見てたし。あれってさ、みんなからかなり不評なんだよね。やりすぎなんじゃないかって苦情が月下にたくさん来ててさ。で、本題なんだけどさ、ちょっとこっち来て。
What is it? Just moved my hand closer to Komagata and she starts to talk quietly.
今日の放課後、時間取ってくれないかな。倉賀野さんと会えるように私たちが手引きするからさ。
Seriously?
ちょっとワッキー、声大きいよ。
I'm sorry, I just got carried away.
今日の放課後に倉賀野さん、理由をつけてプールを利用するから会いに来てって。ボディーガードって男の人ばっかでしょ？だからプールの中までは入ってこないんだってさ。
Ah, then I sneak in there.
貸し切り状態になるから久しぶりに二人きりになれると思うよ。
So, how do I sneak in there?
問題はそこなんだよね。倉賀野さんが裏口の鍵を開けておくからそっちから来てって話だったんだけど。
But depending on the number of bodyguards and where they're placed, we won't know if that'll work before the moment comes. Thanks, that's all I need to know. I'll make it work from there.
うんうん。私は倉賀野さんのメッセージを伝えただけだから。
I'm so happy that we have at least one ally on our side. Whatever happens, we can't let this chance created. I can't waste this chance created by Kuragano. After school, I arrived close to the pool. There are 3 tough-looking guys placed around the front and 3 more a little distance away from the rear.
やっぱり正面からは無理そうだね。
The placement is going to make circling around the back tough too. I need to draw away to 3 at the back. I must make my way through. The only choice after all.
よ
Bitch, what are you doing here?
なんか面白いことしようとしてるらしいってゆずきっちから聞いてさ。おれ、てめえも隠れてないでさっさと出てこいよ。
だってさ、ビッチさん、やばいよあの黒服たち。絶対 2,3 人やってそうな顔してるもん。
私たちも助立ちするぞ、立脇。お邪魔します。
There's that. I've counted 2.
無粋な黒服どもに学園内ででかい顔をされるのも尺だからな。メンツを潰せば少しはおとなしくなるだろう。 そんなこと言って本当は立脇くんを助けたかったのよね。
違うんでどうするっすか？手っ取り早いのが適当に引きつけつつ隙を作るって方法っすけど。
おとりが引きつけた隙に立脇が忍び込めばいいわけだ。
よし水則、ちょっとあいつらに喧嘩売ってこい。
無理、絶対に無理。あんな屈強な奴らに喧嘩売るなんて真似自殺行為だよ。ちょっと
ち根性ねえな。立脇の役に立ちたいって言い出したのはてめえだろうが。
それは頭脳労働って意味で、運動部でもない拙者にはハードルが高すぎるでしょう。よく考えて。
別に戦えなんて言ってねえよ。引きつけて逃げるだけでいいんだ。
無理なものは無理。あ、拙者いいアイディアひらめいたんでごめん。
Izori turns and makes a run for it.
あいつ逃げやがった。つうか今の逃げ足を生かせよ。しゃあねえな。うちが黒服どもを引きつけておくから、いけそうなら迷わず行っちまいな。
Okay, but what's your plan?
まあうちに任せとけ。
Bitch moves over to the bodyguards and starts talking.
交渉してるの。
Looks more like she's dancing. Bitch is striking all sorts of poses, twisting her body around.
戻ってきた。
たく、あいつら話になんねえぞマジで。
何をしたの？
色っぽく迫ってさ、遊びに行きませんかなんて誘ったんだけど、ピクリともしやがらねえ。うちの色仕掛けが通じないなんて、女としてマジショックでかいわ。
だが目の付けどころは悪くなかったぞ。あとはもう少し奴らが誘いに乗りやすい名目があればいいんだが。実は今天道会主催のお茶会をすぐそこにセッティングしてあるの。ロンをねぎらうって理由なら全員は無理でも何人かは呼び込めると思うのよ。そうだな。例えば目の前で助けを求めるというのはどうだろう。それっぽい理由さえあれば何でもいい。じゃあその役は私がやるよ。では作戦決行だな。まずはカナ。それじゃちょっと行ってくるわね。お仕事中のところすみません。
From the cover of the trees, Kana approaches a few of the bodyguards. Perhaps interested in what she has to say, they move over to talk to her.
実は向こうでお茶会を開いてまして、皆さんにもぜひご参加いただければと。
おい、どうする？
どうも何も仕事中だぞ。
そんなこと言わずに、他の生徒たちと親睦を深めるのもお仕事のうちだと思って。
確かにあまりギスギスしすぎても今後やりづらいですからね。
でしょうでしょう。私たちも皆さんとは仲良くやっていきたいって思ってるんですよ。
なんだこの笑顔は。なんて眩しいんだ。じゃあ交代で参加するっていうことで。
ありがとうございます。
Leaving one bodyguard behind on watch, the other two head off towards Tendo. That's Guru Kana for you.
さすがカナダ。よし、次は駒形。任せて。
Regarded then heads over to the remaining bodyguard.
大変です。
お？君はセラお嬢様と同じ月下会の。
はい、駒形ゆずきです。月下会の方で怪しい人影を見かけたんですけど。
お嬢様の私物を狙う輩かもしれん。一応確認してみるか。
案内します。こっちです。
やるなゆずきっち。なかなか演技派じゃねえか。
That takes care of both of them.
任せておけ。こんなこともあろうかと私が最後まで残ったのだ。
さすが姫で、その作戦とは？
She kicks him.
私があの男を蹴散らす。その隙に堂々と忍び込むがいい。
What? He's gonna fight the guards head on.
私の強さはお前たちも知ってるだろ。心配することはないぞ。
I'm more worried about you bringing all the other guards back.
そうか。ならどうする？
Oops.
いやー、クラガのセラ会長。
With loud shouts, a new bunch of weirdos appear on the scene.
あれミザノリじゃねえか？
A bunch of guys wearing colorful jackets have appeared with Mizunori standing in the middle of them.
拙者たちはクラガのセラ親衛隊。この辺りにセラ様がいると聞いて駆けつけたでござる。
その通り。
拙者たちはセラ様命のならず者部隊。
その名もクラガのセラ親衛隊。それは拙者が説明したでござるよ。
あ、すいません隊長。
Hearing this fresh commotion, the remaining guards come around from the front.
何やってんだあいつ。クラガノの親衛隊って姫を裏切ったのか？いや、ミザノリが3次元の女の親衛隊活動などするわけがない。ってことはわざと騒ぎを起こして。
He did use his head instead of his body.
そうだ、あの風景だ。黒服どもも真っ先に警戒するだろう。あいつが自分のポリシーを曲げたのは意外だったが、それだけの価値が縦脇にあるということなんだろうな。
Mizunori. Look more closely and see Mizunori swirling a fan with Kuragano's face on it while looking not especially engaged. In fact, he looks half dead.
ミホのタンだと思えば耐えられる。立脇氏の友情のためこの屈辱にも耐えてみせる。
You can tell how much pain he's in. His shouts sounding more like cries of pain.
今から拙者たちはセラ様の栄誉をたたえセラ様最高の舞を披露する。それセーラウェイセーラ。はいはいはいはい、それそれそれ。はいはいはいはいはいはいはいはい。
貴様らいい加減にしないか。
早く止めないとセラお嬢様の評判に関わるぞ。
黒服のやつら完全にミザノリたちに気を取られてる。今
だ縦脇。
Right, I won't forget this, guys. Giving thanks to Mizunori and his consorts, I used the opening to sneak in around the back. I made it inside somehow. Just as Kumaga said, the back door is unlocked. I close it carefully behind myself and then look around for her.
縦脇さん。
There she is, wearing her swimsuit. Finally, I get to see you again.
はい、ようやく会えました。
With that, she hugs me in her swimsuit. Feel her skin and something soft in my hands. I didn't expect you to call me to the pool.
監視のせいで最近運動ができないって嘘をついて放課後のプールを借り切ったんです。
She gives him a mischievous smile and then sticks her tongue out.
どうやってかいくぐるかは立脇さんにお任せになっちゃって。
No, don't worry about it. Everyone helped out.
みんな駒形さんには伝言をお願いしましたけど。
It wasn't just her. Mizunori, Bitch, Kana, and Tenjidaito all helped out.
そうだったんですか。伝道会の人たちにも後でお礼を言わないといけませんね。
It was all thanks to your network. So many friends.
違いますよ。立脇さんの人望です。ちょっと嫉妬しちゃうくらい。
With that, she places her hand against my. She places her head against my chest.
たった数日なのに、もう何年も会えなかったような気がします。
I know what you mean.
やっぱりこうやって直に触れ合って直接話ができるのが一番嬉しい。
Hold on.
それができないのは嫌。
Is her mom gonna regret forgetting the name Tatevaki? Since we know now that his actual family name before his father was remarried is Narugami, and his father and he took on his mother's family name, Tatevaki. And we do know that she apparently has quite a lot of, let's call it, sway. Is she gonna regret not thinking about the name too much, thinking, oh, that's just a brat, I don't have to think about his name too much. And then just fucking economic ruin right outside her fucking doorstep, I should have paid attention! Kuragano looks countless times cuter than she ever has before. There's a modifier applied by the enforced time apart, of course. The smell of her damp hair also gives off a different atmosphere than normal. I can't really explain it.
あなたの温かさや匂い、離れていても恋焦がれていました。
I wanted to feel your softness. The smell of you too, Kuragano.
なんだかドキドキしますね。いろいろと抜け道を考えたり、不謹慎かもしれないですけど、楽しくなってきちゃいました。
Yeah, I was pretty nervous, but it was fun too.
不思議ですよね。周りから反対されればされるほど、会いたい気持ちが強くなってきちゃって、どんどん歯止めが効かなくなっていくのが、自分でもわかるんです。
Me too. I don't think anyone can stop us now.
強気ですね。
Bull is the only way to get anywhere at the moment. All these impediments seem like barely more than spice to seem like barely more than spice to our relationship. There's the power of love.
今ここ貸し切りなんです。あと2時間くらいは。入り口は厳重にロックしてあります。
I locked the back door too, just as tight.
じゃあ誰にも気兼ねせずにできますよね。
The wall there is glass. I lie down at the side of the pool, following Kuragano's instructions. Held on. Kuragano. Oh, they 69ing. Back to skipping. They done fucking. Longer than I expected to escape from the pool. But thanks to everyone's aid, I was able to talk about all sorts of stuff with Kuragano. Kuragano family, huh? And the information she provided me suggests that her family is watching her even more tightly than we originally expected. Knowing that is going to have a big impact on how we handle this issue going forward. So I'm glad we got to talk. Still, I'm gonna need a new plan. You didn't have to. Didn't fucking have to. 137.5. 137.5. I only just saw her and I'm missing her already. Yeah, maybe don't imagine her naked. That's also an option, you know. Fuck you, Kazuma. Just fuck you. There's no school today. It would be the perfect day for a date under normal circumstances, but here I am, alone in my room. It's not like we can use the pool trick every day. I'm still completely shut out from communication with Kuragano. If I can't resolve this, we're gonna end up flying Dutchman and unable to ever actually see each other. It's sad finding a way to resolve this. This is the issue, huh? I've been investigating the Kuragano family. It's going to be a bigger wall than I expected. They aren't just a famous, long-standing household, but also have incredible influence and power when it comes to the scale of their investments and the local region. If they wanted to drag Kuragano's half a world away to split us up, they could probably pull it off. Man, I'm not sure what to do about this. I had an experience like this before, didn't I? A situation where I wasn't sure how to handle. It was reminding me of that situation. A situation that led me to coming here to Enoshima Academy in the first place. One day, my father got remarried. After I lost my mother at a very young age, my new mother was the very first family member of the opposite sex I'd ever had. I don't need dinner tonight.
あら、そうなの?
I've got joint training with the dojo from the next town over, so I'll leave there.
そう。
I was in those difficult teenage years, and I wasn't getting on very well with my new mother.
そういうことなら仕方があるまい。じゃあ今日はわしと二人でラブラブと。なあ、母さん。
もう、カズマさんが見てますよ。
あいつももう子供じゃないんだし、大丈夫、大丈夫。
So that's why he got the laugh. My father, Hyoma Narugami, the current head of the ancient Meishin style of martial arts, and the man I've been aiming to surpass for as long as I can remember. The finesse and power of his moves are greater than any other martial artist that I've ever seen. A true master. To the previous year, I thought of him as a diabolical taskmaster, throwing me off waterfalls or leaving me abandoned in the mountains with just a knife. Seeing him with this lovey-dovey pathetic look on his face only started after my new mom showed up. I'd even given up the proud name of Narugami and taken his wife's surname, Tatevaki. Martial artist doesn't need women, that's clear to me now. And so I kept my distance from my new mother. The relationship between us remained strained and uneasy. Yet my stepmom continued to find reasons to try and talk to me. One day...
手袋。手編みだからあったかいわよ。
I don't need them.
あら、どうして？
I've never worn gloves. Only a weakling relies on such protection. Different.
今度の日曜、親睦を兼ねて食事会なんてどうかしら？お店はカズマさんの食べたいものでいいから。
I'm sorry, I've got something to do that day, so I can't.
そう？なら、次の日曜は？
I think I'm busy then too.
カズマさん、忙しそうだものね。じゃあ、お父さんと行ってくるわね。
Then there was Parents' Day at school.
なあ、なるがみ。今は縦脇だったな。お前んちの母親ってどこ？
She's dead, so she's not here.
もしかしてクマすら殺せるっていう噂の親父が来るのか？
I haven't told my folks about this and they wouldn't come anyway.
でもさ。
Huh?
カズマさん。
I looked behind myself to see my stepmother waving. I don't even know how she found out about this.
おいおい、あんな若い母ちゃんいるんじゃねえか。そういや、お前の親が来たのって初めてじゃね？
Quickly pretend not to have seen her, and my first open lesson with a parent present was a strange experience. Felt kind of happy, but kind of embarrassed too. But even that wasn't enough to dramatically change our relationship. Still didn't know how to interact with her. But then the day came. I was practically dragged out of that day to buy some things I needed for a school trip. We traveled by car to a department store in the next prefecture, and during the trip I just replied to the question I was asked and didn't offer much myself.
一通り必要なものは買ったけど、他に欲しいものはある？
That's everything.
そうだ。今日はお父さんに内緒で好きなもの買ってあげちゃ。
There's nothing I really want, so don't worry about it. No need to worry about me.
そう。じゃあ、ちょっとお会計済ませてくるから。
I glanced at her back. She looked so crestfallen. I didn't mean to upset her. I didn't mean to push her away either. But having been raised from so young by a single father, I didn't know how to respond to her being kind to me. I know I should try harder.
お待たせ。ごめんなさい。お会計に時間がかかっちゃって。
My stepmother finally returned, hurrying happily over to me, and a dark shadow fell over her. A bundle of steel beams suspended from a wire during the construction of a building made a dangerous sounding noise overhead just as my stepmother passed beneath it. Looked over to see the wire holding the steel together break, causing crushingly heavy beams to tumble down towards her. Watch out! With a clanging clatter, a massive shockwave shook my body. Dust was thrown into the air, making it hard to see anything, and I felt the dull, delayed pain in my right leg.
カズマさん、大丈夫？
Fine. I'm sorry for sending you flying. I had barely moved in time, knocking my stepmother out of the way, but I ended up getting hurt myself. The only piece of luck was that the beams had all fallen together, preventing me from getting completely squashed. My left foot had been pinned between two of them, where they crossed, however, and I couldn't move it at all. Because of my constant training, I had a good idea about the condition of my own body. Are you injured?
あなたのおかげで大変。足が挟まれてるじゃない。
Is the adrenaline gonna set it and she just fucking yanks the goddamn steel beams off?
今すぐこれ溶けるから、ちょっとだけ我慢してて。
My stepmother slid her hands under the heavy beams and pulled at them with all her might. But she wasn't strong enough to move the heavy steel. Another sound came from above and I quickly looked up. The remaining steel beams were barely hanging from a wire, swinging as though they might lose their balance and fall at any moment. If that happened, then the two of us would be squashed for sure. What are you doing? Run away!
そんなことできるわけないでしょ。
More beams might fall. I can't handle myself. Please get away.
絶対嫌よ。何があっても、この手を離すもんですか。
Grabbing the beams with her bare hands, her fingers were covered in mud and rust, her skin broken and bleeding. The veins were showing on her neck, and sweat was flowing from all over her body. This is going to get bad! Even if I could get free, I wouldn't be able to move. No matter how much you're trained, there's nothing you can do about a falling pile of steel. That moment, a switch flipped over in my head. I absolutely could not allow this person to get injured in here in this way. As I gave up inside myself, I also felt both regret and gratitude. Gratitude for everything she had done for me. I'd done nothing for her, but I'd been happy that she came to see my lesson. I was sorry that I didn't wear her gloves. I just wanted to get her out. I just wanted her to get out of there safely. Please get away, Mom! With a smile on her face, she grabbed me while looking upwards, seeking to shield me. It's not good, it's gonna fall! I saw the steel falling towards us, as though in slow motion. In a space that almost felt unreal, the steel plummeted towards us with an extremely real intensity.
ごめんなさい、カズマさん。やっとあなたに母って認めてもらえたのに。
She gives me a gentle smile as though accepting everything and hugs me even tighter. I was filled with regret at my powerlessness, at being unable to do anything, but I also felt strangely calm inside. When she was holding me, I felt her pulse and her serenity. That is what it means to have a mother. The moment I accepted everything and opened my eyes.
Say!
The steel beams closing in from overhead were blasted away with a metallic sound. What's going on? I sat there stunned.
なんとか間に合ったようだな!
He kicked away the falling steel? Meisha's style was one thing, but was such a feat something a mere human could possibly hope to do? But at that moment, I saw it with my own eyes. Father, that was just...
これが愛の力だ! 愛する母さんと息子のためなら、わしはいつだって全盛期以上の力が出せる!
The lovey-dovey father, who I thought had gone soft, hadn't really changed at all. In fact, it felt like he had become even stronger than before. My father, the man I respected most in the world, was standing before me after an incredible display of strength.
怪我人はどこですか?
My mother shouted, waving her arms while holding me close to her.
カズマさん、肩を貸すわ。
I'm fine.
足だけじゃなくて、他もこんなにすりむいて、服もボロボロになっちゃって。
My mother gently touched me, as though drawing my pain away. Her own palms were scraped and bleeding. Mother, your hands.
お顔とお洋服に私の血がついちゃったわね。ごめんなさい。
Don't worry about that. Look what's happened to you from me.
この程度、あなたに比べたらなんてことないわよ。だって、母は強しって言うでしょ。
With a gentle smile, she hugged me again. With her arm around me, I felt the love of a mother and the strength of a mother so clearly. As a side note here, when I was hospitalized to treat my leg, I casually picked up Monbus in order to pass the time. That's why I have a girlfriend now, so it all worked out. Even those long, boring days in the hospital had a purpose. From that day, I got along much better with my stepmother. Now I'm very proud to call her mother. A strict, kind, and unfathomable woman. Someone I now respect as much as my father. I've even become proud of the Tatevaki name. My father has also become even stronger, all thanks to my stepmother. When he kicked away all that steel, my father said that it was the power of love. I had no idea what that meant, and ended up chewing it over in my head for days. The solution I came to was to get myself a girlfriend. And I told this to my parents, and it was my stepmother who suggested I transfer to Ainoshima Academy. The reason I'm here, I guess, is thanks to both of them. I didn't have much experience with girls, so I'd struggled to start with. But here at Ainoshima Academy, I finally found it. So I wanted to protect with all my being. Okay, I picked up my smartphone to select a familiar number. Hello? Mother, hello? I've got something important I need to discuss with you. Now to drive Kuragado's mother into financial, economical, and social ruin if she doesn't let them date. I returned to my family home with fresh confidence in my heart. After a long trip on the train, I changed buses a number of times and headed to the mountains. The Meishin-style dojo lies up ahead. The style's philosophy is about living alongside nature, so where the doge is, in the middle of the forest. There's pretty much nothing out here but trees. I was living here without a second thought until not so long ago, and yet now it all feels so nostalgic to me.
ほう、これが愛の島まんじゅうか。後で母さんと一緒に食べるとしよう。その後は。
Father, I am here with something important to discuss with you today.
大体の話は母さんから聞いてるぞ。
I want you to give your blessing for me to pursue a relationship with Sera-Route no?
そのくらい電話で話せば済む話だろう。おかしなやつだな。
I wanted to meet and discuss this in person.
そんでもうデートくらいはしたのか。チューはせめて手くらいは繋いだか。
We have done more than that, actually.
なんだと。
My father was laying it on a bit thick, but now that I've thrown it, but now I've thrown him off his game.
あのさ、本当にやっちゃったの？写真見たけどめちゃくちゃ可愛いよね。
Father?
ああ、もちろん母さんにはかなわないけどな。
Okay, I'm not sure.
さっけカズマ、あんなまぶい縄を口説き落としたんだ。さすがわしの息子、マジですげえ。
Well, about that, her family are actually against us being together, so I was hoping the two people I respect the most might at least give us their blessing.
なるほど。それでここまで来たわけか。
Yes, I wanted to come in person so that you'd feel how serious I am.
話は分かった。お前がどれだけ本気なのかということもな。だが、その話を聞いた以上、さすがにはいそうですかとは言えん。
You can? What do you need me to do?
簡単なことだ。わしを倒して力ずくで認めさせてみせるがいい。
Like, Kazuma's father just plans to, like, play up the theatrics, not even fucking serious. And Kazuma just gets up, like, let's take this outside, old man. What? Are you being serious?
マジもマジで大マジだっつーの。わしを倒せば認めてやっからかかってこいってばよ。
But father.
おじけづいたかカズマ。
Not at all. I'm serious too.
なら、お前の愛の力を見せてみろ。いざ尋常に勝負だ。よくやった、カズマ。
Honest to God, I saw a screenshot of the whole Kazuma's father saying something like,
お前の勝ちだ。
You have to defeat me in combat for me to accept this relationship. And quite frankly, I kind of thought that it was gonna be like in Harui's route. Like, he just like asks her to defeat him. And she just kicks his ass. It would have been kind of funny. You know, he has to fight both fathers. Two of us are lying on our backs on the ground. In the quiet forest, I can hear only my father's labored breathing and my own. All of my energy is completely spent. I can barely lift a finger. Is you hold back, father? Want him to give me a chance with my girl?
バカを言うな。わしはこう見えても迷信流闘士だぞ。手を抜くなど武道家としてあるまじき行為だ。お前の愛の力がわしを凌駕した。ただそれだけだ。
Hearing that makes my heart sore. I've finally been able to defeat my father, the man I respect most in the world. That's a goal I've had since I was a kid. I feel like I'm standing on the edge of that hallowed plateau my father reached the day he saved me.
さて、そろそろ母さんも来る頃だろう。やれやれ。こんなみっともない姿を見さずに済んだことだけが救いだな。
しっかり見てましたよ。父を超えるカズマさんの姿。
おい、母さん。いや、これは旦那さんの。
My father jerks upright. Maybe he still has some reserves left. Or maybe he's recovered already. In either case, he's incredible.
いいじゃありませんか。迷信流闘士だからあなたを好いているわけじゃないんですから。むしろ次の世代へ大切なことを伝え、 魂を受け継いでもらうことがあなたの大切な役目なんだと思いますよ。
そうまあ、わしもそう考えてたんだけどね。
I'm sorry, Mother. I can't stand up yet.
いいのよ、そのままでも。それでお話なんだけど、カズマさんが守りたい女の子って、もしかして私の娘になるっていうことかしら？そこだけははっきりさせとかないと。ほら、ご挨拶とかあるでしょ？
I don't know about that, but I certainly hope so.
あら、そうなのね。それじゃあ、京馬さん、いいかしら？
ん？頼む。
それじゃあ、カズマさん、これを受け取ってちょうだい。
My father nods. While I'm lying on the ground, while I'm lying on my ground, my father offers an envelope in front of my eyes. I open the thick packet to find it stuffed with cash. What is this? I leap up from the ground. Wow, the untapped limits of human potential.
私から新当主の就任祝いよ。
The new... What?
ええ、お父さんを倒したんだもの。迷信流を受け継ぐのが当然よね。
I mean, it's actually true, but I hadn't really considered things that far. I was desperate to acquire his approval, and that it led us to this point. That's one thing we need to discuss, but I can't take all this money.
私なりに必要だと察して用意したんだけど。
I'm happy to feel that way, but there's also a limit to these things.
むしろ足りないから、残りは自力でどうにかしなさいっていう意味も含めたつもりなんだけど。
It's far too much, honestly.
自分のためだけに使うつもりなら、そうなるでしょうね。
No, I think I finally understand what you mean.
それに、ただ甘やかすつもりで渡したわけじゃないわよ。これはあくまでもあなたへの投資なの。私が結婚前から会社を経営しているのは知ってるわよね。
I hadn't heard the details, but I did visit the company one time. I was surprised at how different she was from her persona around the house. So surprising that I upgraded her from mom to mother out of sheer respect.
迷信流の当主に投資する以上、このくらいの金額は出さないと逆に失礼だと思うの。
It is offered as support, but also as a test. Aid given because she believes in
その金を何に使うかはお前の好きにすればいい。迷信流の当主ならば食うには困らんはずだからな。
そうよね。仮に学園を辞めたとしても就職先に困ることはないはずよ。要人のボディーガードでも門下生を取るでも生活できる分のお金は稼げるもの。
How funny would it be if like Sarah's mom was like, okay, we found out that he still managed to meet up with her. We've hired the best bodyguard out there, the head of the fucking Masons duel. Cool. Why the fuck are you here? I'm your new bodyguard. Why, hello there. Oh, don't worry, the paperwork has already been signed. I would need this much money for the cancellation fee. I can't fucking pay that. Are you fucking insane? Them give me a forward push, smiles in their faces. Don't have time to hesitate. Not if I'm going to respond to their feelings too. Thank you both so much. I'm happy to take on the role of the head of the role of head of the Mason style. Give deep bow. These two really are incredible individuals, completely worthy of my respect. I also didn't expect this to lead to a way to forge my own path. Worst comes to worst, no, I really can elope with Kuragano. Of course, she hasn't agreed to that yet. Still, this means there's finally nothing holding me back. I can throw my all into this. Also means I don't have to worry about my stepmother being the one paying my tuition. Eloping would be the last resort, among last resorts, of course. In order to stop things from getting that far, I'm gonna drop out of school. If I do that, Kuragano's support as president will recover and her parents will accept the situation too. They will also remove the need for her bodyguards, improving the atmosphere at school. She might be angry about it, but I have to believe that our relationship can withstand me dropping out of school. Even if we can't meet at school anymore, we'll be able to meet all the time and lots of other places.
いい顔になったわね。これからは自分を信じて行動なさい。それがどんなに不器用でも失敗に終わっても私たちは責めやしないから。
My father, standing at her side, gives a nod too.
すべてが解決して 話したくなったら、その時改めて聞くわ。もちろん、未来の娘と一緒にね。
She really already has some idea of what I'm planning to do. There's really no getting one out over on her, is there?
ほら、もう日が暮れるわ。お夕飯の支度するから早く帰りましょう。
Nope, sorry, but I have to get right back to school.
あら、ここがものすごい田舎だってことを忘れたの？もう多分電車ないわよ。
Damn, I've become accustomed to the convenience of the city already. Curse the countryside. She's right, though. I can't make it back
お夕
tonight.
飯くらい食べていきなさい。その後、車で送ってあげるから。
Okay, if that isn't too much trouble.
もう遠慮なんてしないの。私もちょうど向こうに用事ができたし、そのついでなんだから。
I just really want it to turn out that Kazuma's stepmom is just such a fucking high animal in the industry that even the fucking sight of her scares the ever-living shit out of fucking Sada's mom. She's like, you know what? I take everything back. Please don't hurt me.
さてと、久々の家族団らんなんですもの。今日は腕によりをかけて作らせてもらうわね。
The stepmom hurries back towards the house. Father?
なんだ
I think I finally understand why my stepmom's so captivated your heart.
だろだろう、もうわしってばメロメロキュートなわけよこれ。もう母さんってば最高の女だ。
Yeah, I think you're right.
やらんぞ、いくらお前でも母さんだけはやらんぞ。
I already have a woman I love, remember? The three of us proceed to walk back to the house together for the first time in quite a while. One day, I hope I'll make them proud by truly protecting the woman that I love.
プライマルハーツ。
I want those chibis. This phrasing sounds better, I think. That covers the main points. It's my first lunch break back from the boonies. I'm in the Tendo office putting words on it in order. I've not really written something like this before, so I don't really know how to handle it.
おっす。調子はどうだ？陣中見舞いだよ。サンドイッチ作ってきたから食べて。うちは栄養ドリンクとレモンの蜂蜜漬けの差し入れだ。
Hey, thanks. That sounds great.
いいっていいって。クラガノさんを助けるすごいのを思いついちゃったんでしょ？
I'm not sure I'd raise the bar quite that high.
ま、おめえら二人の問題だから、うちらはこれくらいしかしてやれねえけどよ。
Whoops. I think that's the best approach. I finally completed my work. I'm not really accustomed to writing speeches. It took longer than expected. I just need Kuragano to read this in front of all the students. To remove the issues with regulations, and with her own natural abilities, she'll recover her support rate before long. The details I'll have to leave up to her oratory abilities. Still, that's pretty crazy. Kuragano's definitely going to be surprised by this. She might get angry. She might even cry. But it's not like I have any other choice. Yeah, the only remaining problem is how to give this to Kuragano. If possible. Sure, need to give it to her by hand.
立脇。
Thanks for letting me use the council office for my personal business.
その顔、作文とやらにできたようだな。
Yes, pretty much. The issue is now I need to meet with her and explain it all directly.
だが、クラガノの周りはより厳重になっているみたいだぞ。この前の MVP はミザノリだが、あれが原因で男子生徒との接触は 100% 不可能になっている。
That's fucking unreasonable at a fucking co-ed school. I just need to talk with her just one more time.
何を企んでいる？
That's a secret. If this goes well, however, by tomorrow, this will all be resolved. She gives me a suspicious look. Whatever else she may say, however, I have no plans to answer. If I tell her what I'm planning, she'll definitely try and stop me.
仕方ない。そういうことなら最終手段を使うか。
Which is what exactly?
私が天道会会長として重要な話があると言ってクラガノを呼び出す。ただしこの手は一度しか使えんぞ。次からは絶対にガードが固くなるからな。
Okay, that means failure is not an option. After classes are finished, Kuragano has been called to Rapunzel. With Komagata and the owner on our side, it's a more attractive battlefield than the school grounds would be. Thanks to everyone for helping out.
いいって。クラガノさんには幸せになってほしいしね。
立脇、お前には感謝してる。だってゆずきちゃんのバイト先を知ることができたんだからな。
お前、あれだけゆずきちゃん言ってて知らなかったのかよ。
We've packed the interior with classmates disguised as customers in order to jam up the black suits. Everyone is happy to help out with the plan. Makes me feel all warm inside.
私たちもお手伝いさせてもらうわね。
Thank you so much. You too, bitch.
水くせえこと言うなって。なんつうかよ、こういうのって燃える展開だしな。
友を助けるのに理由なんていらないでござるよ。
それじゃ、私以外の天道会は外で待機だ。さっき言ったポジションについて、連絡がいったら妨害工作を頼む。オッケーっす。了解。
外の見張り立ちは任せて。
Khan and the others leave to deal with the men in black outside.
では、駒形。まず、クラガノたちが来たら、入り口付近の席に案内してくれ。その後はコースターの下にこのメモを忍ばせて、クラガノに渡してほしい。うん。責任重大だね。その後は、私が適当に話を進めて、タイミングを見計らってトイレに行くように促す。この店のトイレは奥まったところにあるから、立脇はクラガノを連れ出して、裏口から脱出してくれ。
Okay.
裏口の黒服連中は、カナたちが何とかしてくれるはずだが、何人か残ってしまった場合は、店長、頼む。
了解。人の恋路を邪魔するやつは、私が蹴り飛ばしてでも止めてあげるわよ。
Thank you. Look around at all the people willing to help out the two of us. So happy I could almost start crying. In order to meet all their expectations, I need to ensure the success of this mission, no matter what. Here they come, Kuragano. She enters the store surrounded by bodyguards on our left and right. They probably decided to limit it to 2 due to the size of the place, which is a big help for us overall.
いらっしゃいませ。ラプンツェルへようこそ。
Kuragata guides her to a seat by the entrance and passes her the note from under the coaster. Kuragano is careful not to let on that she's seen it and nods. But Kuragano has received word of the operation. I flinch and drop back. Move out any further, the suits will spot me. Decide to just wait out in the back for her to come to me.
待たせたな、クラガノ。では、話を始めようか。
Tenjidai and Kuragano will talk for a while. Even as they chat, Kana and the others should be putting their phase of the operation into action.
Lucky.
Kuragata glances over at me. Look at the dining area and see Kuragano headed towards me. Talking about what this way. Her gasp isn't all that loud, but her suits are pros. They immediately look in our direction. Hurriedly pull her hand and dash towards the back.
貴様、セラお嬢様の。
どこへ連れて行く気だ。
持病の尺が。
All of them are red.
すみません。早く救急車を呼んでください。
ちょっと、どきたまえ。
早く救急車を。助けてください。世界の中心で叫んでください。
すまないが、我々には優先する。
まあまあ、そんなこと言わずに。
そうですよ。僕筋肉フェチなんでお兄さんとお話ししたいな。
なんで俺こんな役なんだよ。
えい、話せ。
なんつうバカ力だ。
立脇、すまねえ。お前と一旦覗き楽しかったぜ。
Suits shake off the students and close in. What should I do? Engage them and take them out?
何グズグズしてんだ立脇。早く
Tanaka, mommy!
出ていけ。
Tanaka! He's in disguise with some kind of wig on his head, but it's definitely Tanaka. When did he get here? Even as the suits drag him along, he clings to them, not giving up. Why?
俺だってわかんねえよ。でもよ、この状況でまだ諦めてねえお前を見たら、チャチな嘘をつくようなやつじゃないって思ったんだよ。
Tanaka, thank you.
なら、武士終わってからにしやがれ。
この俺の生まれて初めての負け戦なんだ。これでうまくいかなかったらただじゃおかねえからな。
こいつ邪魔をするな。
行け縦分け。
You burst out the back door and rushed down the alleyway the owner told us about.
セラ様、どこへ行くのですか？
Damn, there's more of them here.
人の店の前で何うらちゃらしてるの？
我々はクラガノ家に雇われたボディーガードだ。
ボディーガードだかボディーソープだか知らないけど、近所から苦情が来てんだよ。
The owner looks over at us and winks. He's making a path for us. Look for a moment, then run for it.
はい。
See her small nod and squeeze her hand tight.
我々にも仕事というものがある。そこの小僧と女の子をおとなしく引き渡してもらいたい。
なーにそれ。私にはそんなの全然見当たらないわ。
くそ、お前も来るか。
グル？違うわ、グルメよ。料理だけじゃなくて男を見る目にも自信があるの。そして格闘技にもね。
この気迫、貴様ただのオカマじゃないな。
確かめてみればいいんじゃないの。ほら、ごたくはいいからさっさとかかってこいや。
In the moment the owner starts tussling with the guards, Kuragane and I take off. I'll have to thank him later. Are you okay, Kuragano? We've managed to run a fair distance, but it still doesn't feel far enough for me. Okay, Kuragano, however, I can tell she can't run any further. Let's try and hide behind a building. Just keep out of sight.
よう、カズちゃん。随分と派手にやってるみたいだな。
Amma, what are you doing here?
うちのヒロシが天神平ってやつから連絡を受けたみたいでな。こうして助立ちに来たってわけだ。事情はよくわかんねえけど、とにかくしばらくの間、そこのお嬢ちゃんのボディーガードとやらを足止めすればいいんだろ。そういうのはさ、俺とデビルサターンに任せておきな。
どこに行ったあのガキ。
持ってこれたのは俺たちだけか。
ああ、裏口担当の中西はあの店のオカマに縛られちまったらしい。表で見張ってたはずの永田と真壁は
くそ、こうなったら俺たちだけで。
よう兄さんたち。
そうそう、集会で貸し切りだからよ。
それとも力ずくで通ってみるかい？
別に俺たちは構わないぜ。久々に集結したデビルサターンメンバー20人を相手にするつもりなるね。
Hase, you really fell deep. By the time we reach the park, the sun is completely set. Are you okay?
なんとか。
Give Kuragano a breakdown of everything that's happened.
そんなことがあったんですか。
Everyone has worked together so hard, so I can see you again like this.
なるほど。あなたにはいっぱいお友達がいますもんね。
It's not only me, they're your friends too. Having friends isn't just about eating together and joking around, it's about improving each other and acknowledging each other. The thing that makes Tenjin Data and their people your friends too, even if you are normally rivals. Otherwise they wouldn't come together to help us out like this.
そうですね。私にもお友達が。
It means you're not alone, Kuragano. Not at all.
はい、そうですね。天神平さん、カンナ先輩、神塚さんに水則さん、それに駒形さん。他にもたくさんの人たちが私たちの背中を押してくれました。そう思うと、なんだか胸の奥があったかくなってきて、とっても嬉しいです。
I'm just waiting for something to happen and him to decide to beat the shit out of somebody. It makes me happy too. She's had trouble getting along with others, avoiding them until now. But Now she's got all these wonderful friends around her. Really am so grateful to all of them.
はい。感謝しています。
She places a hand on her chest, slowly taking it in. It's slowly taking in the moment. So the reason I asked you here like this is because I found a way to turn everything around. Take an envelope out of my bag and hand it to Kuragano. If you read that out loud in front of the entire school, I think everyone will understand, both mentally and in regard to regulations too.
わかりました。では、早速読ませて。
Stop! I want you to open that and read it for the first time on stage tomorrow.
どうしてです？
That's something for you to look forward to tomorrow. It'll have greater impact if you haven't seen it first. Haven't practiced it. It's only going to work if it resonates in everyone's hearts. Try to cover it with humor, but her expression doesn't change. In fact, she starts to look even more worried. I can't pull this off after all.
わかりました。あなたがそこまで言うなら、きっと何か考えがあるんでしょうから。でもそれだったら、駒形さんを通して渡してくれればよかったのに。
That's true, but there's something else I really wanted to give you myself. That I'd take out a small box out of my pocket and give it to her. She looks stunned. I'm not surprised. Open it up.
はい。
Wedding ring. She opens the small box to find a small diamond ring in the center.
これは、指輪？
Her eyes go wide. Her eyes go wide. She puts her hand to her mouth and gasps. Yes, a present from me.
私に？
Who else? This whole thing has got me thinking about all sorts of stuff. You, me, and everything in between. Might be jumping the gun here, but I want you to take this as proof that I'm willing to shoulder everything and live for you, Kuragano.
それってもしかして、プロポーズ？
I think... Yes, that's what this is. As long as you're okay with that.
そんな...
Are you crying?
嬉しくて、こんな、信じられない。ありがとうございます。
Sorry, the fucking bloom came on, so I got panicky. With tears in her eyes, Kuragano extends her left hand. Try to keep my own trembling under control, while I slide the ring onto her ring finger. Glad the size fits. I've touched her hand many times, so I had a good idea of the size. But I didn't expect it to be this perfect. Seeing how the ring suits her so well, I give a sigh of relief.
こんなの、まるで夢みたいです。こんなに素敵なものをあなたからもらえるなんて。魔法がかかっているみたいに、ここから体中全体に幸せな感覚が伝わっているのがわかります。
Yeah, I'm happy too. Her happiness is my happiness. When she's unhappy, so am I. We're gonna overcome all adversity together. That's what I've decided. Actually, getting married will be far ahead of us, of course, but my feelings aren't gonna change.
私も絶対に変わりません。
They better don't fucking... They better fucking show me a marriage ceremony CG at the end of this route, or at the very least, in the fucking side story thing. There might be times we can't see each other in the future. If that happens, I want you to think of that ring as being me. If I have to leave the school. Regulation also stated that if one of the couple didn't belong to the school, there was no issue. Sneaky little loophole. So I'm putting in my papers, and tomorrow, I'll leave the school.
ずっと一生大切にしますね。
Smiles makes my heart ache. But so long as she's still president, so long as she avoids a complete collapse of her relationship with the House of Kuragano, that would leave the future open for her. If we don't get to spend time together at school, it'll keep the hope alive for one day in the future. Right? Just like the Korobeiniki story. The love story between the merchant and the village girl that Teach told us when we were learning the Russian folk dancing. Just like that merchant, I will give her this ring as a promise of our reunion in the future and head out on my travels. I lost my thoughts, and noticed Kuragano is looking at me intently. Her large, round eyes are fixed and moving as though trying to look right through me. There's something the matter. I'm a little shaken by her manner. She's incredibly smart. I need to maintain my poker face. She opens her mouth a little as though she's about to speak, but then closes it again without saying anything. And a confused-looking smile spreads on her face, and she extends her hand to my face.
私のわがままを聞いてもらえますか？
Sure, anything it can do.
こんなに素敵なプレゼントをもらったのに、他にも欲しいものがあるんです。私って欲張りですよね。
You sound like Aries, so that makes fine. That makes sense.
そうですね。いつも助けてもらいました。
She moves her face in, smiling, and our lips meet. Simple kiss, just a brushing of our lips. Kuragano slowly moves her face away with a gentle smile on her face.
わがままでごめんなさい。私のお願い、叶えてもらえますか？
Of course.
それじゃあ、こっちへ来てください。
She leads me away by the hand. We arrive in the park to a thicket without anyone else around. Huh? What is there out here?
はい。実は。見てください。あなたが欲しくて。
Fucking knew it. See you after the sex scene. So I feel the need to come back real quick because Sera just asked him to, impregnate her. Partially because she just wants that and was fantasizing about that before, but now that she got a ring from him, really wants that. And then she pull out and either way, it'll help. Like if you get like this stuff going before I get taken back. My dad isn't that anal about it, but my mom would go insane trying to save face. So they would probably say that we were married beforehand and then give you some important title at some company or something just to save face. So it is a great strategy. And I'm just sitting over here like, what the fuck? You little devil there, girl. Like, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? And then if they don't accept them, they can just run away. I did not even read that line yet.
いろいろ言い訳してみましたけど、それでこんなエッチな私をプライマルハーツ。
Well, I can feeling better than good. Thanks to everyone's hard work, I got some more precious time with Kuragano. Right then, I changed to my uniform and put my letter of intent to leave school in my breast pocket. I've done everything there is to do. I'm ready for today to be my final day. Okay, let's go. That was my last time walking this route. It hasn't been all that long, but so much has happened. It was around here that I met Kuragano for the first time. First day, I was so intent on getting a girlfriend. Met her amidst the whirling cherry blossoms. But I look back on that encounter, and it feels like fate. I expected us to end up like this, though.
というわけで、この時の婚姻が後に両国に大きな影響を与えることになります。立脇くん、年の差のある夫婦はどう思いますか？
If both parties are in agreement, I don't see a problem with it.
そうね、そうよね。というわけで、
I didn't agree to that.
一言でシャットアウトされた。
Please stop going after me and find someone else. I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding a nice man right away.
やだやだ、そんな振る時の上等句使わないでよ。
Class heaves a collective sigh as the old comedy routine kicks off again. What will be the last time? Know it. I'm enjoying this time so much. It all feels so precious to me. Precious to me now. It's lunchtime. This is going to be my last day. I need to take a good look around at the old place.
こんなところで何してるの？今から倉賀野さんが臨時の集会を開くってさっき放送が入ったよ。
I'll be right there.
行ける人だけ集合するようにってことだったけどさ、君はもちろん来るんだよね。状況的に今回の騒ぎについて話すと思うからさ。
Yeah, I think so. she reads the speech I gave her yesterday, then that will resolve this. Logically, as well as with respect to regulations. For charisma and oratory ability, she should be able to calm everyone's passions, everyone's emotions. So there's nothing to worry about.
眉間にシワが寄ってるけど、なんかあった？
Half? I was just a lack of sleep.
もう、ちゃんと寝ないとダメだよ。それじゃあ私、集会の誘導があるから先に行くね。
Okay, see you later. Each time I lie, it hurts my heart. When we were learning the folk dancing routine, I made a promise to her not to change schools again. I'm betraying her for a second time. A third if you include the vote of no confidence. Sorry, Komagata.
あら、カズちゃん。こんな時間にどうしたんだい？今から全校集会だろ？
I just wanted to see your face, mademoiselle.
あら、やだよ、お嬢さんだなんて。大盛り。するもんがないね。
Thank you for the thought, if nothing else. It's been a lot of help to me, especially with the whole Turkish rice thing. And it makes me sad to think I won't be able to eat her cooking anymore either. Take care of yourself,
カズちゃん？
The emergency meeting's about to start. It's called Kuragano. Stand at the back near the entrance, watching without anyone noticing me.
会長、何を話すつもりなのかな？
なんだかさ、芸能人がスキャンダルで記者会見するときみたいだよな。
似たようなもんじゃないの？あの件でしょ、多分。
言い訳しないとそろそろ支持率やばいもんね。
でもあれで叩かれるのもかわいそうだよな。
そうだよ。むしろあのガードマンとか何なんだって話だよね。
倉賀野家のすることに口を挟むなよ、平民が。
お高く止まってんなよ、月下の腰巾着野郎どもが。
あ、会長のお出ましだぞ。
Kuragano appearing on the stage causes all the muttering to die down.
本日は急にお呼び立てして誠に申し訳ありません。多くの方がご存知かと思いますが、私自身についての事実及び噂に関することです。
She starts talking as elegant and composed as ever. I'm glad to have seen this, because this will be my final time seeing her in her role as student council president. Then all I need to do now is submit my letter to the office and I'll be out of here.
いくら昔のものとはいえ、核となる規則の確認を怠ったのは私のミスです。
This being an emergency meeting, there are some students who can't make it to the gym, so her speech is also being broadcast across the school, allowing everyone to hear it. Jumpy about now, she starts to read my speech. Stop in front of the school office. I'm gonna give in the letter in the moment she announces my departure.
私、倉賀のセラは月下会会長を辞職し、本日をもってこの学園を退学とさせていただきます。
You're kidding me! In that instant, I hear a roar coming from the direction of the gym, and it's like the very air in the school trembles. Holy, Kuragano's jumping out? That's what I put in the speech!
繰り返します。私、倉賀のセラは月下会会長を辞職し、この学園も退学します。
What is she playing at? That's totally the opposite of what I wrote! Don't tell me she opened it and read it first! Feeling responsibility for what I wrote, she's changed it to protect me. It doesn't matter how we got here. I just have to get back down to stop her.
はい、それについては申し訳なく思っています。引き継ぎは支障なく行いますので、安心してください。当面は5名副会長を臨時の会長として運営し、いずれ選挙で選び直すことになると思います。待て。
Just as I come into view of the gym, someone calls out to me.
ここを通りたくば、私を倒してから行け。
No, you're really kidding me! What are you talking about? Do you know what's going on?
私は本気だ。あいつの演説が終わるまで、ここを通すつもりは一切ない。
Where's this coming from? You heard what she just said! If she doesn't take that back, Kuragano's gonna leave the school!
交渉決裂だな。
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to play games. I'll pat you on the head later. For now, just move. Tenjidaido doesn't budge. She has her fists raised, eyes turned to the side while she grits her teeth. No, she isn't the kind of girl to mess
言っ
around.
ておくが、私を倒せば終わりではないぞ。カナたちにもどんな手を使ってでも止めるように言ってある。
Do they? Still coming through.
姫、正直に話した方がいいんじゃね？そうしねえと今にも暴れ出しそうだ。
He's got the fucking like JoJo writing going on behind him.
今朝早く天道会に倉賀野さんが来たの。バカカナ！
Kind of shakes off Tenjidata trying to stop her and keeps on talking.
自分が退学すれば立脇くんに迷惑がかからないって。でも全校集会でそのことを知ったら絶対に立脇くんが止めに入る。
What's all this? If I quit, this would have been resolved completely. That was the plan here. Well, whatever. I'm going to the gym's out of my way.
倉賀野がな、頭を下げたんだ。ライバルで年下のこの私にな。月下会会長としてのプライドも何もかも全て投げ打って。お前はそんなあいつの思いを無駄にするつもりか？一時の劇場に身を任せて全てをぶち壊すつもりなのか？
くなんでこんなことに。拙者バッドエンドはつかんでござるよ。
そうだ、お互い好きなのに一緒にいられないなんておかしいだろ。
I feel how deeply everyone in Tendo, starting with Tenjidata, cares for Kuragana, and I as a couple. Still can't back down.
どうしても行く気か？
Whatever it takes, if I don't get in there now, I know I'm gonna regret this.
奇遇だな。私もお前をここで通せば一生後悔することになるだろう。
We aren't gonna be reasoning with each other.
しゃあねえな。4対1だけど文句は言うなよ。
拙者も頭数に含まれてる？
ちょっとビリってくるかもしれないけど我慢してね。
Oh, how cute! They think they can stop him! I adopt the Meishin style stance. Even if I do my best to avoid injuring them, this will still hurt a little. I'll have to apologize later. Can't believe it's come to this. Here I come!
学園内で暴力行為は禁止よ。
I was just about to leap into action when my collar is grabbed from behind, almost strangling me. Turned around in a panic to see the woman I said goodbye to only
急
yesterday.
いできたつもりだったけど、なんだかすごいことになってるみたいね。
Mother! She's the board. She's the board member that they that they were talking about not being here. She's not at the others give crazed shouts.
理事長先生、なんでここに？
Huh? I'm sorry, Kana. What did you just say?
理事長って。
There is some kind of misunderstanding, right?
数年前に結婚して反隠居状態とは聞いている。だが理事長を辞めたとは聞いていないぞ。
そうよ。と言ってもほとんどの業務は部下に任せきりだし、名義貸しみたいなものだけど。
I knew she was involved in a number of companies, but she's also the board director of this school? Really? Seriously? I've never heard a whisper of this before! Is this for real? You're the board director here, Mother.
そうよ。
No way! Well, why didn't you ever say anything?
聞かれなかったからに決まってるでしょ。次の終業式には顔を出すつもりだったから、その時びっくりさせようと思ってたんだけど、当てが外れたわね。
So the reason you recommended I joined this school.
大事な息子だもの。自分の目が届くところに置いときたいって思うのは当然でしょ。
本当に知らなかったんだな。
This is the biggest surprise I've had in years.
そんなことより、やらなきゃいけないことがあるんじゃないかしら。
Sorry, Kuragano!
行きましょう。さっき演説を止めてもらったから、まだ間に合うはずよ。
With my stepmother in the lead, we all head towards the gym.
マイクテストです。本日は晴天なり。
When we arrive at the gym, my stepmother stops Kuragano and starts to speak
皆
herself.
さん、入学式と始業式以来となりますね。理事長です。
My stepmother's voice rings out through the gym, getting everyone buzzing with this sudden turn of events.
倉賀野さん、 お邪魔しちゃってごめんなさいね。
いえ。
今日はかなり盛り上がっているようなので、顔を出させてもらいました。経緯は聞きました。でも、当事者が会長を辞めるとか言い出す前に、やることがあるんじゃないかしら？
Change the fucking rule.
何か揉め事が起こったら選挙。それがこの学園の大原則でしょ。つまり、異議を申し立てた五明君、責任を追及された倉賀野さん、どっちを支持するか決めるということ。
確かに。そう言われてしまったら。
その通り。学園では規則より何より選挙の結果が優先されるのだから、何が正しいのか正しくないのか、何を許すのか許さないのか、みんな生徒たちが決める。
そうだよな。選挙で決めればいいんだ。
そもそも恋愛禁止なんて大昔のルールで会長が辞めるっていうのがおかしな話なのよ。
At my stepmother's declaration, I could feel the tide of opinion changing. It's not because she's the board director. These aren't kids who would be swayed by the words of someone in a position of supposed power. That's right, Onoshima's place to decide things by vote. Voting system forms the foundation of Onoshima Academy. We're the ones who should make this decision. We're the ones who should make this decision. Voices calling their agreement are heard across the gym.
その間違いを正すのも選挙ってことだろ。
だよね。会長だって女の子なんだし、自由に恋愛する権利はあると思うもん。
むしろ会長がいなくなったら困る。
天道会会長、それでいいかしら？
もちろんだ。天道会は月下会会長の恋愛を容認するかどうかの選挙を行うことを提案する。
月下会会長は？
はい。この件は選挙の判断に任せたいと思います。
わかったわ。でも、理事長がこのまま話を進めるのも問題だし、ここからはあなたから生徒のみんなに話してちょうだい。はい。
Kurakuro takes the microphone from my stepmother and steps up onto the podium again.
この度は私が原因で皆さんに混乱を引き起こしてしまい申し訳ありませんでした。それを踏まえ、月下会会長である私、倉賀のセラが恋愛をして良いのかどうかを決める選挙を提案させていただきます。もちろん規則は規則ですから、反対票が上回った場合は潔く責任を取って会長職を辞任退学いたします。ですが私が勝利した暁には月下会会則を改定し、立脇一馬さんとの愛を一生貫くことを。
Then he erupts into applause.
いいぞ会長。
ねえねえ、あれってプロポーズってこと？素敵よね。
あんなこと言われたら断然応援するしかないよな。
Gym is enveloped in everyone cheering and shouting. Everyone cares so much about Karagano. I guess for changing Daira too and all the members of Tendo, with whom she normally stands opposed. I'm sure some people will still feel jealous or whatever, but overall I'm seeing so much support. See, Karagano, you're not alone at all. Everyone's here supporting you. Heart is trembling in my chest. I'm so happy, so full of joy at having transferred into Anoshima and being able to live my life surrounded by these people. The sensational emergency meeting concludes with the prospect of the president's resignation still hanging over the events. Let me just close this real quick. The meeting over. The students all disperse. Once they are gone, the silent gym houses only the normal crew, minus Gomyo and my stepmother.
選挙は来週頭ということでいいな。天道会がお付き合いに賛成で、月下が反対ということになるのかしら？それは逆じゃないですか？倉賀野さんは月下の会長なんですし。会長が先陣切って賛成だったら選挙にならなくね？
That is the question that is definitely going to be causing some consternation.
先ほどは本当にありがとうございました。
礼を言われるほどのことはしてないわ。ちょっとアドバイスをしただけ。
でもめったに顔を出さない理事長がこうして来てくれて助けてくれるなんて思いませんでした。
どちらかっていうと 未来の娘に早く会いたかったっていうのが本音かしら？
娘？
ほんと、大切な人のためを思って大事な自分の立場まで捨てようなんてよくできたお嫁さんね。
Mother, please, don't upset her too much.
そういえば、彼女にはきちんと説明していなかったわね。では改めてご挨拶。立脇一馬の母です。
立脇さんのお母さんなんですか？
ええ、血のつながりはないけど自慢の息子よ。あなたが息子とお付き合いしているセラさんね。
よろしくお願いします。
ええ、よろしく。
っていうことは、ワッキーって理事長の息子ってこと？びっくりだよ。
You said it! I knew she runs a couple of companies, but I didn't know this!
ほら、そういうのって権力を傘に来たり、逆に周りから色眼鏡で見られたりで悪い影響が多いでしょ？でも、どうやらそれは私の思い過ごしだったみたいね。だって、こんなにたくさんのお友達がカズマさんのことを心配してくれたんですもの。
I know, but I'm so happy to have come to the school. Look around to see everyone smiling. Judaira, Kanna, Komagata, Bitch, Teach, Izanori.
そうそう。セラさん？
はい、何でしょうか？
あなたのご両親なんだけど、うちの息子との交際を許してくれたわ。
She had a very stern talking to with them.
結婚前提でね。つまり二人は婚約者になるっていうこと。
結婚？うわ！姉ちゃんが青吹いて倒れた
She just fucking died. Hold on a moment. Mother, that's jumping the gun at them.
そんなことないわよ。そちらも解決しないと、そこのボディーガードの皆さんもどうしていいか困るでしょ。
我々はあくまでも仕事として。
でも婚約関係になればお役御免。もし就職先に困ったら、私の会社で面倒見てあげるわよ。
でも、よくうちの両親が許してくれましたね。
セラさんは、カズマさんのことが好きなんでしょ？
それは、もちろん。
それが聞けただけで十分。お母さん頑張った甲斐があったわ。
I don't know what happened, and I'm not sure I want to. As always, she's a mysterious, unknowable person. Stepmother, thank you so much for all you've done. But I think it might be going too far to advance things quite so quick.
何言ってるの？もう婚約指輪だって送ってるんでしょ？彼女の薬指が何よりの証拠よ。
Not even updating the model. Seriously. Everyone is suddenly focused on Sera's left hand. It's the ring that I gave her. Glittering for all to see.
まさか、そこまで進んでたなんて。でも、おめでとう！
ヒューヒュー！熱いよ、二人さん！これは拙者のおたげで祝うしかない流れでござるか？
Don't.
結婚式には何を着ていこうかしら。
気が早いぞかな。その前に式場だ。天神平グループの中で最上位グレードを抑えないと。
ってことは超高級料理が食べ放題？うわー、絶対私も招待してよね。
Everyone cool it. Sure, I mean, that's the plan. That is how I feel. So strongly.
そうですよ。私もそういう気持ちですけど。
まあ、その時はぜひうちのホテルを使ってくれ。
私はホテルで食べ放題がいいな。あらあら、どうしましょう。
立脇パパ、うちもダイヤの指輪欲しいな。
Enough, all of you! By the time I get back to the classroom, the whole school already knows about the engagement. I'm a little embarrassed, but spent the rest of the day with warmth in my heart. How the fuck did it already spread over? Finally free from everyone's need to congratulate us, the two of us head home together. There's no sign of the bodyguards anymore either, which means we're finally truly alone. Like, does she need a bodyguard when he is here? Like, now that the issue with him is solved, he is the only bodyguard somebody could ever need.
もうこんな時間になってしまいましたね。
Can't be helped. Pretty much every student in the school wanted to say their piece.
立脇さんが転入してきた時の勧誘合戦以上の人だかりでしたね。
I think back on my first day at school, I don't really have a clue what was going on back then, but this time I was able to relax and take in every face.
学生のうちから婚約なんてめったにありませんし、それだけ注目されてしまったっていうことだと思いますけど。
My mother kind of just pushed that through. Are you sure it's okay?
むしろありがたいくらいで、私の気持ちは決まってますから。
I mean, same for me, so it's not really a problem.
さっき実家に電話して聞いたんですが、2日前、立脇さんのお母さんが訪ねてきたそうなんです。
After driving me home, I can't believe she just went right to the Kuragano house. She really is always 2 steps ahead.
そこで、立脇さんのことも話したそうです。私との交際を認めてもらうために、お父さんと戦って、ご実家の道場を継いだそうですね。
That's just kind of how things turned out.
私の父は、そういう熱い話が大好きみたいで、あなたのことを気に入っちゃったみたいなんです。
Like her father just listening. I like this lad! I want him as my son! And I want to fucking train under him!
もちろんそれだけじゃなくて、理事長がいろいろ動いてくれたからこそだとは思いますけど。でも、あの父がすんなり交際を許してくれるなんて思ってなかったから、とても感謝しています。
It's been a long ride, but it looks like we're reaching a happy end.
もう、ハッピーなんかじゃありません。
Huh? I looked at the side to see my girlfriend with her cheeks all puffed up. I mean, we still have the election, so we can't let our guard down, of course.
そういう意味じゃありません。なんで私に黙って退学なんかしようとしたんですか?
That's my line! You weren't meant to read the letter until it was time to make the speech!
あなたがああいう顔をしているときは、必ず何かありますから。
You've got a read on me, haven't you?
当たり前じゃないですか。だって私は、婚約者なんですから。
She shows me her ring finger and puffs up her chest. She has a proud, happy smile on her face. I just thought that was the best way to take care of all this.
勝手に決めないでください。私にとっては、あんなの最悪の手段です。なんです？人の顔をじっと見て。
No, I was just thinking how cute you look even when you're upset.
え？
It's been a while since we've really seen each other. What a cute girlfriend. Sorry, fiance I have.
もう、何言ってるんですか？私、今とっても怒ってるんですよ。
Her embarrassed but angry face is lovely too. Everything about her is lovely. I'm sorry I didn't give it enough thought. Give her a deep and honest bow.
もう、そんな風に反省されたら、これ以上怒れないじゃないですか。ずるいですよ。
Can you stop being angry, smile, and just take my arm? How about that? Kagano happily takes my arm, squeezes it, and we continue on.
でも、やっぱりごまかされませんよ。きちんとけじめはつけないと。
Wow, I can see what our married life is gonna be like. I'm getting spanked already.
それとこれとは別です。相手の足を引っ張るようなことをしたときは、どうするんでしたっけ?
Remember the promise between Ares and Belt. Right, at a time like this. 10 healing potions.
そうです。だから。
You know, I had to be better safe than sorry. The bloom happened. Soft sensation suddenly hits my lips. Oh, she has the ring now. Nice. Sweet, fragile. Something I never want to end. It's been too long already since we got to do this.
これで まず1つですね。あと9個分。早くください。
My pleasure. We share a long and lingering kiss. We're to forge more promises like this in the future for sure. As allies in battle, as lovers, and as two people engaged to be married. As my eyes linger on the ring glittering on her finger, my thoughts reach off into the future. The ending credits don't really offer up that much more, so I'm just gonna skip it, sorry.
この結果はすごい。会長の処分なし、恋愛自由の A 案が圧倒的賛成を得て可決。その得票数なんと777票。全校生徒全員が賛成という歴史的快挙だ。これはまさに恋愛革命、月下界の歴史にラブレボリューションだ。
That's great. It'd be lighter hearing the results of the election. I wasn't all that worried because we had so much support, but it's still nice to get it confirmed.
いいの？賛成に入れちゃって。お家の人から小言だけじゃ済まないかもよ。
僕は父に言われたことは全てこなした。倉賀野くんの悪評を言ったりなどね。だが選挙をどちらに投票するかまでは指示を受けていない。
本名くん、いつの間にそんなにしたたかになったの？
とある男の影響だろうさ。まあそれに父から何か言われたら僕の一票でどうにかなったのかと答えればいい。
確かに選挙制度における歴史的な記録ではあるな。全校生徒の満場一致など見たこともない。
そりゃそうっすよ。反対が一票もなければそもそも選挙する意味ねえっすもん。
よかったわね。これでハッピーエンドね。いや、賛成票がこれだけ圧倒的に集まるというのは天道会としては無視できない問題だ。
でも春日ちゃんは賛成に入れてるわよ。
それはそれ、これはこれなの。
そうだったわね。でもありがとね、天神平さん。選挙期間中に天道会支持者の説得に回ってくれたんでしょ。
こら、なんで知ってるっていうか、このタイミングでそんなこと言うな。
ありがとう天神平さん。他のみんなもありがとう。
せいぜいこの票が無駄にならないように幸せになることだな。
ええ、それはもう見せつけちゃいますから。
Batch takes my arm and hugs it tight.
もうからかう気も起きないね。確かにこの様子ならもう心配する必要はないみたいね。
Everyone smiles as they give us their blessing. This whole episode has made me rethink one thing about why it is everyone is working so hard to win each vote. It isn't just to be awarded with a number and then celebrate or commiserate a win or a loss. Something more than that. Everyone around us agreed with our ideas and supported us. They made us happy, so we worked together. We worked harder. Working towards a goal. Working toward a goal can bring people together. A few days later.
いらっしゃい。よく来てくれたわね。
Ah, hello. Thank you for inviting me over.
そんなに緊張しなくてもいいわよ。もう公認の仲なんだし。
She says that with a smile, but can't quite calm down. Meeting your girlfriend's parents is never easy.
そうそう。ご実家からお野菜の詰め合わせを送っていただいたのよ。ちょうど今日お礼のお手紙をお返ししたところ。大変ね、あの方も。理事長のお仕事とご実家の農作業を両立されてるんでしょ。
She seems to enjoy it.
あとうちの旦那が迷信流を習ってみたいって言ってたんだけど。
Of course, I can show him the basics anytime he likes.
その年で流派の闘士なんて偉いのね。
I won't go that far. I'm just desperate to make a difference.
おっと。さて、長話もなんだし、そろそろ邪魔者は退散しないとね。
I'm not about. Don't you try to like. No, you're not getting away. Don't you try to be all nice now. You're still getting the death penalty. It's no trouble, real.
あなたがよくても、後ろの娘がそういう目をしてるのよ。
もう、お母様ったら。
この程度で感情を抑えきれないなんて、中身はまだまだ子供ね。まあ、表向きを取り繕うのはだいぶ上手になったみたいだけど。
知ってたんですか？
私を誰だと思ってるの？その程度見抜けないで、倉賀野家の妻は務まらないわよ。じゃあ、また、夕飯には呼びに来るわね。
Your mother is quite something.
そうですね。母もいろいろと変わりました。ひょっとしたら、私みたいに肩肘を張ってたのかもしれません。
I'm still not forgiving her. She still needs to die. Karagono must still be conflicted about that, having to lie about her true self for the sake of her family. Now her face looks completely at peace, however.
それよりも、立脇さん。
Huh? She grabs my arm and holds it tightly.
やっと二人きりですね。
She only kisses me. You're moving quickly.
だって、ずっと我慢してたんですよ。
She pouts out her lips.
だから。
Karagono closes her eyes and invites me to kiss her. I respond by placing a hand on her cheek and covering her lips with mine.
まだ足りません。
Kiss, kiss, kiss. Then, like a kitten seeking attention, she puts her head in my lap. Hey, your mother is in the next room. Maybe we shouldn't go that far.
いいじゃないですか。お母様には私の本性が見抜かれてたみたいですし、それに私たちの仲は両家公認なんです。イチャついたって文句を言われる筋合いなんてありませんから。
I never hear her say that, of course, but it feels a bit strange doing this here. Who cares? She's so cute. I don't have much to say on the matter anyway.
ねえ、もう一回キスしてください。
You're looking to do another sex scene. Just get it on with. Sure thing.
ねえ、私ね、今、本当に幸せです。
Me too. As we look at each other, she moves her face closer to mine. After kissing for a while, she looks at me with a melting expression on her face.
しないんですか？
What? Now? Here?
そうですよ。
Hold on, your mom just left. This can't be saved, can it?
大丈夫です。ちゃんと鍵は閉めましたし、防音なので声が聞こえることもありません。それに、お母様が、早く孫の顔が見たいって。
What? Your mom gave us the green light.
はい。
She didn't show a single sign of that to me. The women of the Karagono house aren't to be trifled with. I'm happy you feel that way, but I think she's jumping the gun. We're still in school.
結婚するのも子供を産むのも、早い方がいいと言ってました。高齢になってからの出産は大変だって。今までは、周りの目が気になってましたけど、これで遠慮なく、思いっきり愛しちゃいますね。
She gives me an incredible smile. It's almost too bright for me right now. Still think it's too soon to be talking about babies.
私との赤ちゃん欲しくないんですか？
Of course I do. But I think we can wait until everything has calmed down a little.
そんなに待てません。
Oh! Karagono pushes me down forcefully onto the bed. Struggle snuggle. Oh no.
そのままじっとしていてくださいね。
With that, she rips off her clothes and straddles me. That phrasing makes it sound literally just fucking... Oh! Oh, okay. Underwear that isn't actually underwear, aka crotchless panties, and I don't know what to call them. It's literally just like the bra, but like the fabric in the middle. Like, it looks more like a very skimpy swimsuit, like the kind Kana wore, but the middle part is just gone. Everything is on display. This is not underwear to be worn outside. What the fuck? Anyways, see you after the sex scene. Alright, they done fucking. I'm gonna leave this one up. So much has happened prior to us coming together. So many challenges along the way. I'm sure we'll face still unknown issues in the future. Strangely enough, I'm looking forward to them. Whatever may come. As long as I'm with her. Might not be poetry about the moon. But I love you.
月並みな言い方ですけど、私も大好きです。あなたを愛してます。
Because again and again, both dreaming of the future that we will share.
PRIMAL HEARTS!
Now we go for the set-aside story. I didn't notice until before, but now it pisses me off. They have them like lined up in this order here. Why not line them up in that order down here? That would make so much sense! Why would you do this? Now that I notice, it just fucking looks ugly! Anyway, I said a side story. Envy foot stuff. Oh no! Oh no. Envy foot stuff and what? Let me just, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just go back to the menu real quick. What else can I
タイトルへ戻るんですか？プライマルハーツ。おまけシナリオ。
And glass.
嫉妬とガラスとおみ足と。
It's been a while since we had a date like this, and I'm totally late! Look up at the clock by the station, knowing I've been keeping her waiting, hurrying towards the meeting place. Sera's standing there with her phone in her hands, maybe thinking about calling me. She notices me coming, and her brows knit together. Sorry! So sorry, I've been waiting long.
待ったに決まってます。
Sera dashes right over to me, grabbing my arm and puffing up her cheeks. Oh, I feel pretty special, actually, when I consider that I'm probably the only one who gets to see this childish side of her. It's been a few weeks since we started calling each other Sera and Kazuma. It's definitely closed the gap between us, and we use each other's first names completely naturally.
何がおかしいんですか？
Huh, I was just thinking you're adorable like this too, Sera.
そんなんじゃごまかされませんからね。
I dread this. That's what she says, but there's a smile on her face. Sweet and warm and winsome.
久しぶりのデートなんですよ。私、朝から浮かれて、待ち合わせ場所にも30分も早く着いていたんです。
I'm sorry, okay? I've really been looking forward to this too. Gekka's been demanding so much time recently, we haven't been able to make much time for just the two of us. I was so excited I could hardly sleep last night, and then I overslept and couldn't even sort out my hair before I got here.
それなら仕方ダメです。許しません。
Wanting to get me to say a specific thing, Sera continues to put on a pout. It's adorable how she thinks I can't see what she's obviously doing. I hold back Merge to laugh and lay the groundwork. Please, can we come to an agreement? Please, I'm begging you.
じゃあ、大好きって言ってください。
There we go, the point we always come to. She's so incredibly cute, grabbing onto my arm again and rubbing against me, wanting so much from me. I'm sure Sera can tell the effect she's having. Bring her closer to my mouth then.
はい。
Sera happily leans up, moving her ear close. Sera, I love...
あれ縦脇。それに、クラガノも。
Bitch! What a surprise bumping into you here! Such a surprise!
いや、この辺りでしょっちゅう会ってるぜ。
I extract my arm from between Sera's tits and reply with a dry laugh. Our relationship maybe is student council approved, but it's still a bit embarrassing to get caught clinging to one another. Especially by bitch, and then for ribbing later.
ひょっとしてデートか？こりゃまずいタイミングで声かけちゃったな。
Don't worry about it. This is me and you we're talking about, bitch.
どういう仲ですか？
Just trying to stay on our good side here.
怖え怖え。んじゃ、うちはこれでおいとまさせてもらいますかね。にひひ。
あれ？
Are they gonna run into all the other girls? We bump into Komagata in front of a crane game. Hey, what are you doing here?
店長がどうしても新作のうさちゃんぬいぐるみが欲しいって言うからプレゼントしようかなって。でも難しいんだねこれ。さっきから何度も挑戦してるんだけど。
Do you want me to try it for you?
いいの？
Can't promise anything, but I've got some skills.
お優しいんですね、カズマさん。
I've been feeling the silent pressure from Sera on my back for a while now. There, look at it.
ありがとう、アッキー。クレーンゲーム上手なんだね。
Komagata hugs the bunny she wanted to her chest.
ふっかふか。店長もきっと喜ぶよ。
No trouble at all. If you need my help again, just let me know.
本当？それじゃあ。なんかあったらね。基本誘わない方向で。
At Komagata's chance in tone, I follow her gaze in puzzlement. I see Sera's cheeks puffed up like a pufferfish. Her rage meter has gone up a full bar.
それじゃあ私これからバイトだから。
Komagata rivets so quick, I don't have a chance to say anything else to her. Do you have to be so blatant about it?
何のことですか？
Without hiding her annoyance at all, Sera takes my arm again.
あなたがモテるのはよく知ってますから。私、何とも思っていませんよ。
I'm not popular. Not popular at all.
いいえ、モテます。
Oops. She says it like it's an inarguable fact. I'm not sure whether to thank her or apologize. Want to stay here for a bit?
ゲームセンターはまた今度でいいです。それより、早く二人きりになりたい。
Okay. Sera gives a nod, rubbing her face on my shoulder to hide her expression. Do you want to come to my place? Sera nods her head again. She's looking so much, so cute! It's all over me. It's been a while since I felt the twins like this, and the blood immediately starts flowing to my crotch.
内股になってますよ。歩きにくそうですね。
She's pressing them into me harder!
どうしたんですか？
Damn, I need to get home right away.
はい。一刻も早く帰りましょう。
She knows how to control him at this point. Sera seems to know what's going on, glancing repeatedly at my crotch. Our date just jumped to porno shark. Let's turn this around! I get dragged non-stop back to my apartment and barely have time to lock the door. Sera is holding my arm tight the entire time. I think you were a little brute back there.
確かに、ちょっとやりすぎたかもしれませんが、カズマさんも悪いんですよ。神塚さんだけじゃなくて、駒形さんにもデレってしてましたし。
Look, you've got it wrong.
本当ですか？
You're the only one for me, Sera.
カズマさん。
Sera's face flushes as she looks at me with loving eyes. We've had sex many times now, but this never changes. She's so easy. I mean cute. Still, it's true that I've made you worry. think it might need to be punished.
新しいプレイのおねだりですか？
She's on to me already. How did you know?
わかります。カズマさん前から攻められ系のプレイに挑戦したいって言ってましたから。
I guess I'll just have to ask you straight up. Please, will you do it with your no?
足こきっていうやつですね。わかりました。
Are you sure?
ええ。カズマさんの頼みですし、さっきの鬱憤を晴らすチャンスですから。
Huh? You're joking. Right?
さあ、どうなんでしょうね。
Still laughing, Sera takes off her socks and goes barefoot. She's really getting into a role of mistress already.
節操なしのカズマさんにはお仕置きが必要ですよね。
Okay, how do I best do this? Let me just... I don't know why, but it's great. I'm gonna like turn off the feed so I can read just the censorships without accidentally showing anything. Anyways, skipping. They done fucking, not much else happened. I'm already in the fucking, extra mode menu. Yeah. This has been Sera-Route. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye-bye.